Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kop-Ish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gell. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another edition of Kop-Ish. This is a little special for you guys as we weren't available yesterday. A couple personal things going on, work related, all that kind of stuff. I let the guys tell you what they was up to because there's some big, exciting news from one of them. But yeah, so we weren't here for the calling show yesterday. Apologies, because I know there was a lot of people that were disappointed. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to make it up to you, man. I'm going to bring on the special guest that I have in front of you. You can see, keep the laughter, banter, keep the family moving, spreading the love. And we'll bring you a little special show today. So, boys, Monts, Saint, Conroy, what's going on, boys? Welcome, man.
All good, bro.
Good, thanks for having me, man.
Bless up. Thanks for coming on short notice as well. Do you know what I mean? That's love, man. That's love.
Pleasant to be here, mate. Literally a pleasure, man.
All right, so boys, we'll start off with Euros, and then we'll have a little bit of transfer fun in the middle, and then we'll end with a fun little. I'll call it a quiz. Not really a quiz because it's about stuff that happened over the season that just went. So it's not recent. It's recent memory. It'll be easy, but a little quiz to end up. But starting with the Euros now. Right. We've got the Copa America happening, which obviously a lot of people may have even forgot about because the Euros is obviously the biggest competition. So that means that there are other players from our squad going on international duty, not just the European players. So including the people going to the Copa America, we've got Hendo, Robbo, Nico, Wilson, Jota, Thiago, Shaqiri, Alisson, Fabinho, and Firmino. Those are the players that are from the Liverpool squad that will be going. Obviously, Trent was going to be there, but he obviously pulled out with the injury. So in total, that's 10 of our players. Of those players, I'll put a little mark next to Nico and Wilson because we're not even sure what we're going to do with those two next year. Do you get what I mean? I mean, Wilson's been shipped out twice already. So I don't necessarily think, I think we can safely say that's not going to affect the first team in any way next year, really. Nico, I don't know if we're going to loan him out. I mean, what do you lot think we'll do with Nico?
I would like to loan him out. No, personally, if I'm honest with you, I would like to just sell him in it because I personally don't think that he will generally be an adequate replacement for Trent. So I generally, that's me, but I know that probably is unlikely. I'd like to see him get a loan and get some game time because I think he looks all right for Wales, and then he's come back, he's shown some form, but then he hasn't, like, I just, you know what I mean? I just don't know. I don't know personally.
Mons, what would you do with Nico?
I'm kind of on the selling side as well. Maybe minimum loan him out. I don't feel like he's anywhere near at the moment good enough to play in the first team. I feel like maybe with a run of games, he can get into the flow of things. Because I feel like, you know, when Trent was injured and he was playing, he got a slight run of games. He started to look a bit better, you know, even though people were really on his back. But I just feel like we can go and get better quality. And I'm all for all young players coming through. But I just think if you're not good enough, then we have to be more, you know, cutthroat about things.
More cutthroat.
We're a massive club now. We've always been a massive club, but we've really stepped up in these last 4 years. Maybe under Rodgers, Nico would have got more of a run out. But in how we are now, not really, not for me. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Conrad, just quickly, what do you think of Nico? What should we do with it?
No, see, for me, I don't think we sell up and put him on loan because I'll be perfectly honest. We're a massive club, but the way we're ran, we're not going to spend 15, 20 million on someone who's going to come and sit on the bench as a right back. But if you put Nico on loan and maybe have Gomez next season stays a right back, potentially, if he comes back all right. Because to me, he clearly looks like a confidence player. You get some players like that. Aaron Ramsey, the best example of a confidence player ever. To me, when he comes in, he looks off it because he's not playing consistent games. I feel like if you look at, we can't use the same energy for Harvey Elliott and other players who've done well on loan, and like bring Elliott back when he's actually had a chance. Because you could argue that when Harvey Elliott's played, yes, he's younger and he's showed signs, but he's had a chance to go and have a few bad games and still get a chance of playing with Blackburn. And you've seen the development with that. For me, Nico Williams is perfect. If you can get him out on loan to continue to be a backup right back, because it's easier said than done, I think, to go out and spend money on a right back, because when this summer, I think we'll be lucky if we get the players we want. And I just cannot see our board going out to buy spending £15 million on a right back. I cannot see that happening. I feel like the Klein thing in hindsight looks great. Should have kept Nathaniel Klein. That would have been a perfect solution to our issue. So for me, he's got to go out on loan. He needs to get games, because when I've watched him with Wales, he looks like a different player. He looks very like, he just looks like, not nervous, but he's second guessing himself every time he plays for Liverpool. Where Wales, he doesn't seem that way.
You see, for me, more generally, I just think athletically, he just doesn't cut it for me. He just looks quite awkward, and that's just me. Like,
but there is players like that, though. There is players like that.
I generally just feel like, and I just look at it and I feel like, kind of what Mons was saying. I'm just like, in the long run, am I gonna have the confidence in you to play? Like, I get what, but then I do agree with what Conroy's saying, because we're not ran like that to be going to splash 15 million. But I do think we're going to get onto that, because you could get, there's talks of the what's it called, left back, and he plays left back and right back. Is it the Inter guy that's going for free?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about. I can't remember his name. We spoke about him.
I can't. Yeah. Do you know there's coy moves that you can do? Do you know what I mean? In order to like that, and we've got the type of management who are good like that. But generally speaking, I think at least a loan move.
But I think if you loaned him next season and he'd done decent, you're going to get more money.
Napoli left back.
Hadj.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Callum pronounced his name the other day, but I can't remember how to pronounce it.
I can't pronounce it, but you know the guys I'm talking. But you know what I mean? Just an example. I'm just throwing names.
Algeria,
you know what I mean?
There are Algeria.
Yeah, covers both left and right. Do you know what I mean? Free, like.
I get that. I mean, just let me get through these couple super chats so these don't disappear. AA says you killed it in the top show yesterday. Thank you, bro. You know, I got to rep it. Their man were being mad.
You smashed it in that.
Getting me mad. What about Ox as a backup right back? We'll get on to Ox. I don't know about backup right back, bro, but we'll get on to Ox. We'll get on to Ox yesterday. I'm sorry. I had to rep it yesterday for the Liverpool, because their man there weren't looking to put in. How can Liverpool's player of the season not even be there? That man even. Fabinho didn't have a good season.
Bruv, man.
When Fabinho didn't have a good season, I'm like,
what's going on? What's going on, bruv? What's going on? He had a good season in multiple positions. Like, what are you talking about? Relax.
That's what I'm saying. The only time when he wasn't good was when he was injured. That was it. I'm like, Streets approved, big up yourself. Yo, Jiffy, hold it down on the Big Six. Big up, man. And big up for tuning in as well, man. Shout out to Turkish then, man. I actually really loved that show, so it was a pleasure being on there, man. Hold on, we lost Conroy for a second.
Sorry, guys. I don't know. My internet's good, but for some reason, occasionally it just decides to cut out. I don't know why it does that. But sorry about that, guys. But yeah, Nico. I think that point before I froze was Nico. I think if we loan him, we'll probably get more money for him if he does decent the following season.
No, yeah, that's definitely true. That is definitely true. So, all right. So we got those lot going. Shaqiri, I guess, can kind of go in the bracket with Nico and Wilson as well, because he probably will get sold. And if not sold, he's not really truly important to the squad. So really and truthfully, the important players out of this, or the first team players, is Hendo Robbo, Jota Thiago, Ali, Fabinho, and Firmino. Those are the real important players. So we got 7 key players that are going to be out on international duty. What this does mean, though, is that Mo, Mane, VVD and Gomez, even though they're recovering from injury, Matip, even though he's recovering from injury, Origi, Naby, Ox, and Phillips are all going to get a full rest. They can go on holiday. They can do what they want. Of those players, I'm not even going to lie, Mane and Mo being on that list, I am over the moon with. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm over the moon.
Bro, Mane
more. But no, but you know what? We can't. What people forget, yeah. Mane has been at Liverpool for 5 years, and Salah's been here for 4. Yeah. In the 5th season, Mane looked tired. That means next season could be the season Salah looks tired. If you actually look at the trajectory of an athlete running himself into the ground for a certain amount of time.
Same with Bobby, no, because Bobby's 5th year, he declined.
Yeah, well,
Bobby's 5th year was when we won the league.
Yeah, but 5th year with Klopp. Yeah, so you're right.
Yeah.
So he's been tired this season as well. See, there could be a common feature here where I'm happy Mo is going to have a whole summer off because those guys never got a break. Do you get what I mean? Before we won the league, Mane got 1 week off. Klopp told him to have 2, and he was like, "No, I'm going to have 1." I think he said he watched a couple preseason games and he made some joke that Robbo was missing him, and he was missing Robbo.
Yeah. And in the swimming pool, we said, "You missed me playing Robbo."
You know what I mean? And so we only had 1 week off. Mane has ran himself into the ground for 4 years, and I'm worried about Mo doing the same. Do you get what I'm saying? And therefore, I'm happy that he will actually get a whole summer off. A couple of people have been talking about the Brazilians, but I've heard that last minute it's been moved to Argentina, so it's okay. I don't know if there's been any, but I heard that it is going ahead because they've managed to move it to Argentina where they can give it the green light. I don't know.
That's the last I heard. That's the last I heard.
So I think it is, as Jamie's saying here, I'm sure it is happening. I'm sure, I'm definitely sure that Copa America, if it changes, even better because we want our Brazilian boys to rest as well. Firmino needs a break. You know what I mean? We're talking about him. He's getting them playing again. But as I'm sure it's going ahead in Argentina. I'm sure it is. So what does it mean for our season, boys, that we've got that many players going away? Because the players who are staying, Van Dijk, Gomez, and Matip are obviously recovering from injury, and we're already worried about what they're going to be like. Like, I know it's a good job they're getting a rest, but these men are going to have to find form. They ain't played football for nearly a year, some of them. Like, we really don't know what they're going to be like. Naby and Ox getting the rest is a good thing, but we, A, don't know whether they're going to be Liverpool players next season, and B, I don't even know if rest matters with those two in terms of injuries, because there's a part of me that feels like if they could somehow get a run of games going, it would actually be better for them than them not playing, because sometimes people's bodies need to actually work to learn how to work. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
So would you lot think it means for the squad with regards to actually this LFT? I'm going to come back to that when we get to the transfer part. I'm going to write that down right now, because we'll get back to that when we get to the transfer part of the show, which is coming up. So big up for that, bro. So guys, what do you think it actually means for the squad that the captain, Robbo, who needs a break? My days, does Robbo need a break?
Badly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Badly.
I mean, I'd argue, after the season he's had, I'd even say Thiago needs a break. Because when he was injured, he weren't getting a break. He was recovering. Rehab still means you work hard. It isn't a break. And then when he came back, he was running to the ground. When you really think about it, Thiago was probably the most prominent part of the team other than maybe Salah and Alisson for that running, that 10-game running. When you think about, you know what I mean, the importance, how hard he ran, playing every single game.
Do you think that might be good drift though for him, because he's hit a bit of form now, and if he has a big break, and I understand rest, but to me, him playing in the Euros, hopefully, I don't think Spain will win it, but if he gets a bit of games there, that might be good for us in the sense of he's not really getting a break, but maybe might not necessarily need that much a break. So maybe if he has a decent Euros, continues his form, and he doesn't comes out of pre-season,
he doesn't play the same role that he plays in the Spain team that he plays in ours. Do you know what I mean? I think he has more luxury in that Spain team than he has in ours, slightly. So I don't think it's quite as quote unquote taxing, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I feel like he's able to just go and play the football. Do you know what I mean? He's not. We in the last 10 games of the season, bro, every game was a cup final, and we were like, you know, them ones there. Like, so I feel like Conroy's right. Just let him go and just continue the form that he's on. Just play the ball. Like, I seen him doing some absolute techie warm-ups with Rod. Let him do that. Let him go and, do you know what I mean? Just absolutely drip sauce all over the place.
I'm on the
absolutely
same page.
Different, bro. Did you see the bit when he kicked it over when he touched it, kicked it over the guy?
You have to run around.
It's different. People aren't ready. People
brother.
just...
Well, we've all said
He's-
that this year was he's getting used to it. But see, regarding the Spain squad, it's quite interesting actually. Because I asked you, obviously, you've been English as well. The question is, see, Spain have been very cutthroat with their squad. If you're not fit, if you're injured or just coming back, you're not in the squad. Simple as that. So that'll be a different experience for Thiago as well, because I think in previous squad, even though Spain have not been the heights they had previously, they've still had a lot of experience in that team. Now, he'll be one of the more experienced players in that team now, so it's maybe good for him in that sense as well. I'm not saying he's a captain material or anything for a leader level, because people just love to use that adjective for someone who shouts once in a game, oh, he's a good leader. But I just think Thiago, I think that'll be quite good for him, Drift. I'm actually looking forward to watching him now, because the last, as you said, running, I feel like he showed what he can do next season, and I actually think for him it'll be okay, whereas some other players, I think, we're talking about Robbo, he done a 60-yard run the other night against Holland for Kevin Nisbet's goal for Scotland in the friendly. It's like, I don't know where he gets it, because he must be running on fumes, but he seems to get it from somewhere. So I don't know what he's going to be like next season.
Man,
No, I was gonna say with the Thiago thing, I feel like it's I'm kind of glad in a weird way that he managed to play the role he played for us, because Thiago is not really used to. We know that he dictates play. That's obvious, but he's had to do a lot more. He's had to cover a lot of ground with the limitations we had in our squad, and I'm so glad he's now had to almost adapt his game, because now it shows that Thiago is not just a dictator of the game. You know, he can do the nitty gritty. May not be the best at it, but he covers ground for Liverpool. He's not just gonna, as I said, receive and distribute, because I feel like in Spain it's receive and distribute. Am I right? I watched a bit. I watched a bit of the game yesterday. I saw him receive, cut and pass, distribute. That's all he really needs to do. But for Liverpool, now he's covering ground, and I feel like he was almost tiring at times when it really wasn't working, especially when he was playing DM without Fabinho. Now I'm seeing him cover the ground, and he's almost at speed with play rather than a second behind.
Yeah. It takes a while to adapt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what's really good for him, and this is what I love about the fact that he picked Liverpool and wanted to come to England, is he got to 29, he'd won everything. I think they said he had 1 year in like
9 out of 10
at the beginning of his career where he didn't win anything, and then he
9
won
out of 10
the league 9 out of 10, and he won a trophy every single year of his career. So he was probably there like, I want the challenge of going and playing in a league that's different, where I'm going to be tested. And he's enjoying it, and he looks like he's enjoying it. And credit to him, because he could have just been lazy, stayed where he has, got more money, and then just kept doing the same thing. But it's like he wanted to challenge himself. And I loved it. He was flying into tackles. He was throwing his weight around. He was actually chasing back.
He was getting shown by Hendo.
Yeah.
Like, yo, brother, what God?
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he's been doing everything.
Mm-mm.
If you look at different phases of different games he played for Liverpool in the time when he came back from the Everton injury, he literally played most advanced midfielder starting the press. He's played furthest back doing DM. He's been going from left to right, covering right back, covering left back, making tackles, dictating games. He's literally done a little bit of every single role you can do in the midfield, proving why he is the best midfielder in the world. I'm not just saying it because he's a Liverpool player. It is a fact. He's the best midfielder in the world. And only people...
Tell him again, Drift. Come on.
When he was at Barcelona and Bayern Munich, people will say it because it wasn't a stint on them and it didn't mean nothing about their team. But now they want to big up a Bruno or a Kevin De Bruyne or a Kante, when I don't even know why we have to make comparisons with those players. They want to be like, nah, it's him. It's like, say what you want. You would have said yes when he was at Bayern Munich. Now he's at Liverpool, you want to say no because he got assaulted against Everton and he missed 3 months because man tried to end his career. Thiago is the best midfielder in the world. Done. I ain't having that argument anymore with anyone.
I think as well, the adaptation thing, Drift, it's like people forget, I say it all the time, but Fabinho took about 3 months. Like, Fabinho looked off it, like really
so
off it. Looked
really
completely off it for 3 months. Now, if you put the injury, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I do think he has took longer than that, and I think we can all agree. But I've said throughout the season, he'll be great next season. He just needs the season and accept that. I didn't even expect the running for him to show his qualities, but because he's done that now, I think we can all look forward to next season. But I think it is fair to say that some players come into the Premier League and just hit the ground running, and some don't. And I think it's took him longer. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything, because I still think this next season he'll probably be in the team of the year at the end of next year. I believe.
Correct me if I'm wrong as well. Even when he did first move to Bayern Munich, he didn't hit the ground running. Correct me if I'm wrong, because when he did move to Bayern Munich, I'm pretty sure he was easing his way in, and then he was still
He
doing
got a bad
the same
injury
things.
when he went Bayern as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was the first or second season, but I think the first 3 years of his Bayern Munich career were littered with
He was barely playing as well, and even when he did play, he wasn't lighting up the Alliads. Do you know what I mean? He didn't light up the Alliads. People just knew how good he was because it was just a given how good he was technically. Like that's never out the question. Do you know what I mean?
And his Barca days, obviously, he showed it before he went there as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Remember, this guy was supposed to take the mantle from Xavi, but he was just too old to wait that long, if that makes sense, because he knew he'd be halfway through his career.
And Xavi wasn't even at the end of his career at this point.
And if you're touted to be the guy who takes over from Xavi, do you know how good you are? Like, do you know how good you have to be to take over from arguably the best midfielder of all time? Like, anyway, I'm not gonna.
And then I think you've got Iniesta there as well. I'm not necessarily Iniesta's Xavi, but Iniesta's cutting about, and he can basically. That's another video, but Iniesta I think gets slept on a bit because Iniesta for me
he does
levels. Like he's probably the most intelligent into everything. But
100%. Like, I'm Iniesta over Zidane, but I get attacked when I say that. So we'll move on.
Yeah, we're not going to that.
There's a few of them ones. As I said, I'm Suarez career-wise over Henry, but people don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to hear that.
No, it's true. But sometimes people aren't willing to just
people sleep on Iniesta. They really do. Because see, when you watch Iniesta, right? You talk about being an athlete. He's not built like anything like that, and he's still one of the best dribblers. He's not exactly fast. It just the guy.
He doesn't have any.
He's hard. No, he's I know.
He's the most non-looking footballer. You'd see him down the street, you'd be like. You're not a footballer. He's like unbelievable.
Not over Zizi, bro. Not over Zizi.
And the thing that always confused me about him was he's so pale and he's lived in a hot country his whole life. I always found that. I always found that mad. Like, you can't get a tan from somewhere,
the winner
bro.
in a World Cup final. People sleep on Iniesta far too much.
No, 100%. Iniesta for me goes in my top 10 of all time. That's how highly I rate Iniesta. Levels. Ridiculous footballer. But anyway, there's another video for us through the summer.
Write that down. Zidane versus Iniesta. I'm in Drifty's team.
Drift, can you do Suarez and Henry, please? Because I've nearly got into like
I don't know if we can do that one, Mons. I don't know if we can do that.
Henry versus Suarez, you say?
Henry versus career-wise, not in the
career. You could talk. Still, there's an argument there. There's an argument there.
Of course, there's an argument because Suarez has the second most assists of all time.
Yeah, he's still playing and he's still banging and he's done it in like there's an argument there.
There is an argument. Go look at the numbers. There is an argument. I'm telling you.
No. You should say Kingsley Coman's had a better career than Henry.
We've got a couple things to get through right now, but
it's written down. We're coming back to that during the summer.
Sorry,
that one will get lit. That one will get lit. Big up LFC Aaron as well. So I didn't read out your last super chat, but here's another one. Thiago looked boss in his first 2 games. Fitness, 100%. He came in and broke the record against Chelsea for the most passes in a football match, and he was only on the pitch for 45 minutes. Like, what's everyone talking about? And he was playing well in the Everton game until he got assaulted. In fact, that's probably why they tried to kill him. You know, it still irks me that Bobby put his arm around Richarlison during the international break. After knowing what he did to Thiago.
That hug was warm. Ugh.
Like, I weren't happy with that at all.
I think the Fabinho thing is like, I think the starter for 10 to look at, like the measure stick, that Fabinho looks amazing now, but people forget he looked so off it. Like, he actually played 10 minutes and he looked like he couldn't keep up with play. So that's why I think, the Thiago thing, I'm not worried. I've never been. I think he'll smash it next year. I really do.
I remember how Arsenal.
We're saying no break won't be a big deal for Arsenal. Like we don't think.
I feel like him continuing might be good, Drifty, because he's started to hit a good bit of form now, and maybe the break could do the opposite effect, possibly.
And also, it depends what we do in the summer with midfielders. Like, if it's a thing where we still need him, like we have done. Do you know what I mean? Or we go and, do you know what I mean? We shift a bit, and in actual fact, he can get a little bit of a break depending on the games in which we're playing. Do you know what I mean? It all depends on how we kind of move ourselves, you know what I mean?
No, you know what? And obviously, when we get onto the transfer section, we'll go through that. You're spot on with that, bro. Still,
I'm still getting stick for Suarez.
Another player who's getting the rest. Again, he ain't even really done that. And
I'm going to
this
get
season
stick for
anyway.
that comment.
So, how far do we think all of these players are going to go in these tournaments? So I'll name the player, and then obviously if he's got, I don't think any apart from the Brazilians, no one plays for the same. Oh no, Nico and Wilson. No one plays for the same thing. So I'll name the player, and we'll just say how deep into the tournament we think these players will go. So our captain. Oh, yeah, by the way, we would have had another guy going to the Euros in Genie if our owners weren't. But I won't get into that.
Please,
Hendo,
yeah.
how far do we think Hendo's going to go into this tournament?
Quarterfinals.
Quarters, yeah.
Quarters.
I think England will get to the semi-final.
Semi? Okay.
What Scotland?
No,
Will get to the semi?
I just think England. You'll pull a big win off, but you'll lose it in the semi.
All right.
I think quarters.
Quarters as well. So we're pretty much saying Hendo will be around for the majority of the tournament. Then.
Sleeping on your attack,
I don't think he'll play.
guys.
I don't think he'll play every game. Oh, when you bring 10 defenders, it's 5.
You don't. You're not. We're not playing. We're not.
We're not
exactly.
You've still got a Sancho, a Foden, a Kane.
But we're not going to
utilize
it.
And we've still got a waistcoat, Conroy. That's
exactly, bro. Trust me.
Maybe,
we're not gonna spend loads of time on, bro. Trust me.
I'm not.
Bro.
But Kyle Walker is an asset, and Drifty knows that. And I feel like Kyle Walker being utilised will help in the way he's wanting to play, because that's why I actually think Trent would have played if England went, because he would have been the perfect cover for Trent. Because Walker is ridiculous. Like, he's actually one of the fastest players I've ever seen. It's ridiculous. So we'll not get into that, but I think he'll get to the semis.
I feel like he got disrespected when I brought his name up, because I don't think there's a weakness he has. I don't know why people sleep on Walker. I think they still remember his Tottenham days, and
but even at the end of his Tottenham days, he was ridiculous. He was still the best right back in the league.
That's how we got the move to City. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm in the camp that he does. He's ridiculous athletically, and he relies on that. Like, I don't think I do think.
I gotta disagree.
I think I think he's improved a lot.
He has. No, that I will agree. He has improved a lot, but I definitely do think if you're going to say, like, he hasn't always been the defender first. He's had. Do you know what I mean?
I'd agree with that. He's not Maldini, mate. He's never going to be Maldini in his brain, but he's that good that you don't need to be that. You can just be a decent defensively brain or a decent intelligence. He doesn't have to be a Maldini up there, because they're Italian defenders who've not notoriously got pace. But Walker, I seen him when Salah lobbed Ederson and he ran from the post at the other goal and cleared it off the line. Like, I just think he deserves more respect. I think the guy is ridiculous. Like, I would love
Milner done that as well, but I hear what you're saying. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but I just think Walker allows you, like, see if we had Walker at Liverpool, something like that, it allows you to press so high, and it's like 100%. I just think he's not utilised as well as he could be. That's all.
And I'm not really here for people. They often say, I get he relies on his pace, and he you know, if you have it, use it. Why wouldn't you? Obviously, why wouldn't you? Walker is not technically bad. I'm not trying to hit anyone.
No, he's not technically bad.
People keep saying, he's the one that makes the mistakes and whatever. But you realise at Man City, there's no shame in looking not as technical as everyone else at Man City. Because you realise everyone is a tech man at Man City. Everyone. Even everyone is a tech man at Man City. So if you look a little bit off it, like even Mendy does, Zinchenko is a cam. He's a cam. Do you see what I'm saying? He's not a left back, he's a cam. So do you know what I'm saying? So Kyle Walker still looks, he can still keep up with play.
He can still keep, England,
he can still set the table. He's going to look as technical as anyone else at England. So I'm saying, like you said, he's the perfect build for a right back. He literally is.
The PSG game got it for me.
Maybe I take it personal a little bit, because I was a pace merchant, and as you said, why wouldn't you? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to take the piss out of people because I knew I was so much quicker. I was the guy on the ends that'll give everyone a 5-car head start and still win the race.
Flipping, you man a road runner. You man are doing BB in that.
He's that guy.
I was that
guy. Here we go.
Piss, bro.
But like, at the end of the day, as you said though, why wouldn't you? Because if you know you have it, why not? But it don't mean you don't have other stuff. It's kind of why I find it a bit disingenuous when people say things like Adama Traore is a pace merchant. He has got mad technical ability, but he knows the best thing to do is just dust you out. He doesn't need to hang around and get involved in all of that.
Because when he gets technical, he gets fouled. He gets fouled. When he does the technical stuff, he gets kicked a lot more.
And I feel like Carl Walker is just like Mon said, he has got very good ball skills, but he doesn't need to use them because he's just quicker than everyone else.
But
I just think it's a liberty.
no, you're right. And when I said that, when I don't know other people, but when I personally said that, like I didn't mean that's all he's got. Do you know what I mean? I think that implies that that's all he's got. Where I'm like, nah, he's not a Dan James. Do you know what I mean? Like he's actually
that's a
techie.
pace merchant. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like he's actually
Theo
techie,
Walcott,
but
that's a pace
merchant. Yeah,
that's
you see what I'm saying? So
like Theo Walcott should have just won us an Olympic medal. Like Louder football team. Just went and got us a medal.
That's why the difference when you look at people like Walcott and Daniel Sturridge, where Daniel Sturridge is ultimately wet, fast and technical. The difference where do you know what I mean? Feet and technicality versus just pace and an okay shot.
Yeah, see the one for me, guys, right? This is why like neutral are looking at it, right? The one that made me understand how good Kyle Walker is and for his age was PSG against Man City. Now we all what hype Mbappe, great player, will be amazing, right? But Kylian Mbappe was terrified of getting by Walker because he tried to hit the ball by him once. And Walker done 5 yards on him in a split second. And Mbappe's rapid, couldn't get near him. And then I think when you've got someone like Kyle Walker, see like we love Sadio and stuff, and see people who rely on pace, or not rely on pace, but their attributes, a winger who's got right, see against Kyle Walker, you're terrified because you can't beat him. And you just, I've seen so many wingers just absolutely lose confidence. Mbappe, why is no one talking about Mbappe could not get near? They done a race and Walker smoked him about 3 times in that game. And when I watched that, I was like, England don't fully utilise Walker because Walker, he's maybe decent defensively knowledge. The guy is a machine. There can't be many players like Walker. But that's what I mean. He's rapid and he's so strong. It's unbelievable. The guy is extraordinary, like specimen of a footballer.
Will you say one thing as well? Because you know right backs like Wan-Bissaka, and they say how 1-on-1 he's the here's the whole thing about how he's the best defender in Europe 1-on-1. I personally don't agree with that, but you know what I mean. He's do you know what I'm saying? But the difference.
And Andy Robertson, mate. No one talks about it. We're not getting into that.
That's what I'm saying. After as I said, I'm a winger myself as well. And when you look at certain defenders, a defender is great when you just go, just don't attack down that side. Because when most people see Kyle Walker, they just go, well, you're not beating him for pace. Like, you're not beating him for pace. It doesn't matter how quick you are, you're not going to beat him for 100%. Pace. So unless you're technical enough to play around him, and I think his positional sense is better than what a lot of people think. Because with Wan-Bissaka, even though he's so hard to get past, he's easy to pass round. You know what I mean? His positional sense isn't there. Walker still has some sense of positional sense. So even if you try and 1-2 it round him, like I don't know, like the Sarabias, the wingers that aren't quick but are really technical.
See like a Ben Ayoun. Watch an interview with Walker. He said that's the hardest player he's played against, or like those type of players who don't look, they're just intelligent and they try to drag you out of position. When it's a pace person, like he'll deal with him no bother.
All day long.
Even watch an interview. It's see like a Bernardo Silva. That's the type of player you beat Walker with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I just thought. Semis for England from
we won't go into that one, but
that was good though. That was good.
Pretty deep into the tournament. Robbo, how far do we think he'll get in the tournament?
Group stages.
Final, boys. He's there. Did you see the Billy Gilmore thing with the Champions League? Billy Gilmore were kissing the Champions League, and all the Scotland fans like copy and paste the Olymp for July because Billy Gilmore's in the squad.
Allow that, bro.
Mate, if we score a goal, I'm having a party.
Group stages. I hope, hopefully as well. To be fair, like.
So where do you think Scotland are going to finish in the group? Third.
I think
we get a chance.
I think group stage is third. Yeah.
Who's coming out of the group with England then?
Everyone's going to say Croatia in the sense of their midfield, but we played well the other night against Holland. We played very well, and I'm not saying
did actually. You know,
Croatia though.
But Croatia have got an amazing midfield, but they've not got Mandzukic anymore. Now I might say this, and there might be. I know they've got Kramaric. A striker might turn up and be amazing.
Kramaric is a baller, bro. Kramaric is not sleep on Kramaric.
No, he's very good. But I'm saying Mandzukic in the past has turned up for them, and that will be a big miss. I don't think anyone. But see, Scotland can give themselves a chance. The first game is against Czech Republic. If we can get a result, it puts us in a very good position that anything can happen.
I just feel like Scotland are prone to drawing too many games. That's my opinion. I don't think it's a question of you losing games. I think it's drawing games.
We're
would be the
set
issue
up
for
better
me.
now, though, Monts. We're set up tactically quite well with Steve Clarke because he's basically a manager for teams to beat teams who are better than him. That's what he's notoriously well for getting the strengths of his team. So we'll see. We'll see. You said about the Czechs drift.
Are we sleeping on?
Well, Scotland beat Czech Republic, right? But Scotland played 11 players who weren't in the first team because of at that game, they had to self-isolate. So we've actually not played the first team. I think they lost 4-0 to Italy the other night and it didn't look great. But I did watch a few of the goals and the first two took massive deflections. So I don't know how much you can take out of that because you're 2-0 down before you know it. Away to Italy.
They looked leaky though, especially
in the later
stages of the game.
You get certain teams that just like tournaments. Czech Republic are a team that like tournaments. They can be crap for everything else, but they just like tournaments. I think people are getting a bit too complacent on them. To be honest.
I think tactically those teams are good as well, though. Tactically, they've got technical players, and I've been a Scotland fan. We've got beat by a lot of those nations. So when watching that, as you've noticed that technically they're actually quite good. These European nations as well, and they've always got a manager who's tactically quite astute. That's what I noticed a lot. So
it's Thomas
Suchek
from Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Kufal. Yeah, both Czech.
Kufal,
good.
But I'm telling you, these man, and Drifty hit the nail on the head. These man turn up at tournaments, man. I'm telling you, like you got man like Degsy as well. Jeez, go on, Drifty.
Degsy,
Degsy, shutting up shop and that.
Did you make that up, Drift? Degsy, did you make up Degsy?
Maybe I can't remember, bro.
When Lovren scores an overhead kick against England in the last minute, Drifty's like, cheers.
Everyone's crying and Drifty's like, I told you, man.
Listen, that's my boy. And don't get me wrong, he used to get on my nerves. But I just realized that people never gave him ratings when he did play well. And then it kind of just switched my narrative around of like, I'm not going to pile on this brother no more, man. He's done a lot. You know what I mean? And when he did the
meaty, but Drifty, he's meaty though. He's meaty.
No, he's not. And he's not meaty. No.
I don't think he is,
No. But Lovren could never win at Liverpool because of these few mistakes. Like even when he had a good game, he was gonna make a mistake in 2-3 games time. Do you see? That was the issue with Lovren. But I feel like technically,
he had one every 5 in it. He'll make a mistake. But like the other 4, he'll be good though.
And that's what I'm saying. And the thing is with Lovren, like people forget that Lovren was technically our best defender.
3-4.
Before VVD, Lovren, I think technically with the ball at his feet, he had sprayers. The guy was techie, like people just didn't.
What if you know certain things like what Troy Deeney, when you let Troy Deeney rape you and that, like certain things like Balassi and that just
this is the thing that I would say. Lovren's biggest problem, and it's probably the reason why he'll never be able to not be that person, is he's too emotional. And he always let his emotions overrunning. If he could control his emotions the way Van Dijk does and stay calm, nobody would be able to get him to do mistakes.
Once you get in a fight with people,
you can't teach that though. Like that.
No, I know,
and that's the thing. But even at Southampton, I watched Lovren quite close at Southampton, and I think maybe because I don't know when it comes to expectations, but he was exceptional at Southampton. Like it was a good team, though.
That was a good team. That was a good team.
Lovren was I think one of the main parts of why they were such a good team. Do you know what I mean? Who
was Font? No, Font was very good at that team as well. Yeah. Jose Font was good as well.
They were a great partnership.
Though. Yeah, it was a brilliant partnership. Man, Font's even doing well to this day.
As well,
he's doing well today. So, but
it's a fair shout.
All right, so we'll move on to the Welsh boys, Nico.
So final for Scotland, though, Cheers, boys.
No, do you know what? I'm gonna say group stage / next round because there's a part of me that feels like if they can get a result against Croatia, Scotland can go through, even a draw, because I think they can draw with England, draw with Croatia, and beat Czech. That would probably put them through.
If we score a goal, mate, you'll not see me for 2 weeks if we score a goal. So I'm not even lying. And the thing is,
you drowning in your own fluids.
Saint knows I'm not lying. We're just happy to be there 100%. Like we're going to go mental. We've lost 3-1. We don't care, mate. John McGinn scores, partying for weeks. We're just happy to be there.
Big up McGinn, though. He's special, by the way. Big up
McGinn. Furthest would be first round, I think, for Scotland, and probably the same for Wales, I'd say.
Okay, I don't think Wales will make it out of
I
the
think Scotland are better off.
No,
than
Bale,
Wales, though.
Bale. When you got Bale, you've always got a chance.
Telling
You've got
you, bro.
Gareth
No,
Bale,
but
you've
can you
always got
imagine
a
It's not the
Bale
chance.
having
same
to play
Bale,
every
though.
4
It's not the
days? Though?
same Bale.
But no,
I
I
don't know.
thought
Not
what
the
the
same.
question was the furthest you think they could possibly go. Like, I don't see them getting any further than
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first,
that's
like,
what I mean.
you know,
What's the
yeah,
furthest we
the
think they'll
first.
go?
I think you're right. They probably won't get out of the group, but I don't see them definitely not getting any further than the first round. Do you know what I
Then
mean?
the next
So
round.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'll go with that. If Bale turns up, possibly the next round is the furthest they could go after the group.
Yeah.
You're not
after
saying
the
if
group
Bale
stage.
turns up, Bale.
No, but not just Bale months. Though they actually do play decent football. Wales. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
they-
saying
No,
they're
they
gonna hit
do.
that, but they
And
do
you
play
know what?
decent football.
Wilson
I
is
rate
very
Wilson,
important
though,
to them.
man.
You know?
Wilson.
I know.
Wilson is very
So-
important
I know.
to them.
And side
I know.
note, if we sell Shaqiri, I want to keep Wilson. I personally think Wilson can do what Shaqiri does in terms of. I think Wilson has the second best left foot on our team from set
I
pieces.
agree he could do what
I-
Shaqiri does.
Who's the first?
I do.
Shaqiri.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
was
was
gonna
going to say Salah?
No,
I don't-
no chance. Worst set piece taker I've seen in my life.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
God.
no.
Oh yeah, no.
I
Keep
think
Mo off
Wilson's
of
got the
any
second
set
best
piece
left foot
happen.
set pieces in our team. Like,
He takes it like Pro Evo 6 free kicks
Yeah,
with
guys,
no pace
I
on them and
honestly
expects
do
them to
think
go
we're
in.
better than Wilson.
I know I'm going to get hate for it, but I'm sorry. I hate when people score goals and automatically get told they're good at set pieces because it's not the same skill and it just annoys
Yeah.
me.
Wilson just strikes like
Yeah.
he's got such a good left foot, man. I'm sorry. I feel like there is a place in Liverpool for. I
No,
like Wilson
I
personally.
agree with you. I would say Shaqiri's probably such a wasted talent in his career because I think Shaqiri's technically an outstanding player.
Yeah,
Like, I just think
100%.
he's maybe not went to the right club at the right time that could really and been injury free to really fulfill his potential. Even though he's done bits at different spells, but like technical ability, Shaqiri. You talk about players who've maybe wasted talent's the wrong one. He's won a lot of trophies, but technically Shaqiri's ridiculous. I don't know if you ever watched clips of like
100%.
unbelievable.
He's
Yeah, no,
ridiculous
he's
technically.
outrageous.
But
You know
look
what?
at his
He's-
CV. Look at his CV though.
I know.
Like,
Well, you know what's mad about Shaqiri? I don't think he's good enough for all-round whatever reasons to play for Liverpool, Man United, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid. But he's too good to play for them meaty teams.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's like there are
Mhm.
very few teams which
Mhm.
clearly have never gone in or wanted him. Where he's Inter Milan, I think was the wrong time. I'll say that's his level, but he went at the wrong time. And then you've
Yeah.
got one or two other clubs like Dortmund. There's one or two clubs that's like his level, that's in the middle, but he'll never play.
It's not just his level, Drifty. It's his pace as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think those type of like an Inter, that's his pace. Like, I feel like you'd see he would look like a different player. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like covering a lot of ground. Having to cover a lot of and doing all the
formations have
like
changed now as well. Midfielders need to run. They need to
well.
be. You don't get a.
You need to
not
be
passenger,
exactly.
but you know what I mean. You need to
I feel like Shaqiri can go and do Bernardo Silva's role. No, you're not as good as Bernardo Silva, but Shaqiri is technical enough to go and do that role under Pep and look just as good. Because again, certain players with Shaqiri's style and technicality, I'm not saying he breaks into Man City's team because he doesn't. As I said, he's not good enough to play at that level, but he's technical enough to definitely keep up with play. And if he got a run of games, I feel like if he plays a role, he doesn't really have to run past too many players and do what he does when he cuts in, jinxes, plays the little reverse passes. He's got that in abundance and can do it when called by.
I could see him at West Ham. I think West Ham would be good for him.
Too good to play for West Ham. I think he's too good for West Ham. Too good for that.
So who signs him above West Ham in the league this year? Because bear in mind, Spurs and Arsenal are below West Ham.
He's good
if he stayed in the Premier League, I think the only club that
not going to get a game at Leicester though, because he's got Maddison.
I think but I think Leicester's the level that I think he's at.
So no, I just mean position.
I think he goes abroad. I think he goes Italy. He goes Italy, bro.
No, but I mean availability right now. Teams in the Premier League, I would say West Ham. I know they've got a few players similar.
Oh yeah, he'll play at West Ham.
Yeah, whereas a Leicester, if they sell Maddison, Leicester's probably quite a good shout. I think like he could go there, and they're still got a good enough. Maybe Leicester's a great shout. Actually,
it depends if Tielemans goes.
Good enough. Yeah, they've got a good enough attack to really push. Where when he was at Stoke, it was like he'd done a lot of stuff himself. He's had to kind of to push
he was
it.
The only one.
Yeah, him and Arnautovic though. I remember they've done United a few times though. I enjoyed that. Big Charlie Adam scoring.
Oh, you know what? Arnautovic was a good player. You know, he just
very good.
Arnautovic was techie, bro.
Terrible attitude though. Nightmare to work with.
He's the only player that is 6'4" that has feet like he has. How could you be that?
Bruv.
6'4" is huge, you know.
A
And
poor
have
man's
feet-
Ibrahimovic.
I mean, you got
bruv, but
Ibra,
he's
you
techie,
got-
bruv.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. He's a poor man's Ibra, but
Ibra's up
to
here,
be a
innit?
poor man's Ibra, you're doing bits, bruv. Do you know them ones? You know, like when you're a
when has he
certain
been
man's.
surrounded?
What about
When has he
Peter
been
Crouch?
surrounded by
What
ballers?
about Peter Crouch? You've seen his feet for a big man. That's
Yeah, and I was
unbelievable.
going to say,
6'7".
there's a couple tall men
Yeah,
that had
there's
the
a-
good
yeah,
feet
yeah,
still, but I get what
yeah.
you mean. At 6'4",
No,
you're not
okay.
meant to be good like that. Technically,
Yeah.
with your feet, you
Because
are
he
an
was a
anomaly.
bit-
You know, like
for
even like
his
Balassi.
size.
Balassi was quite tall as well. Like, do you know what I
I
mean?
think Balassy's
Yeah.
only 6'1". I think he's 6'1". But even so,
Yeah,
that's
I
still
think
pretty-
I think he's taller than me, but yeah, I don't. But no, Balassi was kind of tall. But then
He's kinda
again, he
tall,
was
bruv,
always,
like maybe
he was always
6'2".
bending over, so I don't.
Yeah,
even know.
that's what. Yeah. He's always trying to dub something like
yeah,
that.
he's always yeah.
So,
Doing
alright,
it-
so
doing
we'll
this to
move on.
Lovren, doing
On
this to
to
Dexy.
Kieran, just staying on subject. How far do you think Switzerland will go there?
Group stages. I don't see them.
stages.
I see them coming out. Of the
Yeah,
group.
I like
Stages.
before you go. Who? Yeah,
They've
nah,
done
group
they've done
stages.
okay in previous seasons. To be fair, Switzerland is a bit like Czech Republic. They actually have got a few decent players, but maybe this year, just with the way the layout, I think maybe just
Yeah,
maybe not this year. But in the past, fair play to them. I've been because remember Shaqiri scored that absolute
Yeah, that
screamer
He's the
from
only
outside
hope
the
they
Yeah.
box.
have,
worldy.
He's actually the only hope they have, really, of coming up.
pretty much.
Oh, they've got Xhaka as well, and he actually is okay
Yeah.
for Switzerland.
Who,
'Cause
Conroy?
They had
Xhaka.
Liechtenstein,
That man
Xhaka
said
is
who?
like
Who?
past it now.
Who they got?
I'm just going to.
He was talking about his brother. He's talking about the other one that plays.
You know what?
You know
You
what
know
I'm
what?
saying?
Yeah, on a real
No, he
thing,
plays for
yeah. On a real
Albania.
thing, Jack has
Yeah,
probably
Albania,
been
yeah.
as bad as they've been. Yeah, Jack has probably been Arsenal's best mid. No,
He's good
probably
for
what
Switzerland.
does-
He's
and
been
what
good
does
for
that
Switzerland,
say?
Xhaka.
Yeah, what does
And
that
what
They
say,
don't
does
bro?
say
that
much.
say?
They don't say much, but I'm just saying, like,
I think it says a lot.
If Jack is having more of a party than party, then we've got a problem, innit? Like,
I think that ship. I
Don't
think that
mention
ship
that
is
man's
sailed,
name
guys. I
around
think
here.
that is sailed.
this season,
That
this
ship is
season, he was
gone.
definitely having more of a party. Man was skanking, bro. Party was
so
in the
that-
corner.
Honestly,
El
The
Neni was
last-
having more of a party this season.
who?
literally.
El
El
Neni.
Neni.
No, real talk. Real talk. Hey, shout
Really
out
had
to
a better
you.
season.
Good. Man came back and said, you know what? You forgot about me, but I'm here. I got to rate El Neni. That is what you call professionalism. Trust me.
100%.
You know what? He could teach that to a couple man in our squad. Do you get what I'm saying? Couple nabbies in that who need to go and learn how to just like keep the determination there, man. And when you get your chance, man, prove yourself.
Like Divock Drift.
We've not
no, I
got
think
time to go in different tangents.
Divock proved
gonna-
himself till he couldn't be asked anymore, bro. So
Yeah. Literally, he just can't be bothered. So yeah, I
But,
showed you man
so
what
we
I've
move
got.
on to the two players who are most likely to actually go the furthest, if I think we're being honest. So Jota first. How far do we think Jota's going to go in this tournament?
Semis.
I think they're going to win it.
Semis.
Yeah, I think they're gonna win it. So finals. That's why I
I
said
don't,
finals.
I don't think they'll win.
Semi.
It.
I'm going
Okay.
semis. I think you lot being optimistic. I'm saying semis.
Yeah, I don't
Nah,
think
that
they'll win. I'd
Portugal
say
squad
semis.
is
Semis,
superb, bro.
finals.
Yeah,
it's-
Cancelo
but
and
it's-
Diaz.
Portugal
It's
literally
one-
won it,
and
won it
Font.
because it was the first time in their life they played like a team because Cristiano Ronaldo's off the park and actually played like a team and not going through different avenues.
It's
Right
real.
now, now
It's-
you've got 4 or 5 different players. Like I understand that looks great in paper, but I'm not being funny. Portugal actually played as a unit in that game, and people forget that. Eder, who played for Swansea, literally scored the winner. Now I know you might take the piss out of that logic, but I just feel like they won that because they played as a tactical unit. Now, yeah, it's great. They've got loads of great players, but I think France are defensively disciplined and a much better tactical team. So if they come face to face, France will beat them 100. I just think people forget how
that'll make
defensive
a
Deschamps
beautiful
plays.
fight.
He plays
Where
so
would they
defensive.
meet? Where would they meet, Conroy?
I'm not sure.
If France was to meet them, I'm
I-
pretty sure you're looking around the semis. I think if
I'm
Have
saying
they done
semis
the
for
thing where you actually we can already see where the groups
Right,
are
so-
and who plays who? Have
Yeah,
they done
yeah.
that already? I need to
I think they'll
check
make it
that
to
out.
semis, but
Yeah.
I think they'll get beat. I think there's
I'll
just
beat
other
all
teams.
those.
that
So
tactically better.
regardless, this is what I'm saying, but there's not much difference between semis and a final, innit? Let's be honest. So this
No,
is what I'm
they-
saying.
they-
They
they-
get-
Hold on,
they
some
got-
people-
There will be for England. There will be for England.
It's saying that you're right. It's because it's just who's better on the day. It's who's better on the day.
Exactly. So
Almost,
in
yeah.
regards to his Drifty's question, they're going far. They're going deep. Like we all unanimously think,
So I put
regardless of
semis
who's
or final. Semis
Semis
or
or
I'm,
final.
final.
I'm
They're
saying
going deep.
semis. I'm saying
Semis,
Yeah,
semis.
yeah.
And how
But
far do you
Renato
think?
Sanchez, though, sorry.
How
What
far
season
do you
he's had,
think
by the way.
Spain are
So.
gonna go? Thiago, how far do you think Spain are going?
Semis as well. I'm saying semis.
Semis.
quarters for me. They're lacking a lot
Actually,
up front.
yeah,
and that
Yeah,
for
I
me.
think you're right. Quarters. I think.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sticking with my guns. I'm saying semis, but I'm going to stick with my guns.
Luis Enrique, fair play. Like, the one thing is, because they've got him, now I'm not going to say I've watched every Spain qualifier game, but to me, he's a very, very good manager. And it did seem like they were getting a bit outdated in their game plan. They were a bit stuck. Are we tiki-taka? Are we not? What are we doing? And they've seemed to have ironed that out. So the fact that they've like not took Ramos and that and been quite cutthroat, I've got a lot of respect for that, because I don't think obviously England never do that. That's the biggest problem. But I'm interested to watch. Do you remember Conte with the Italy team? The last Euros, right?
Yeah.
One of my favourite international teams to ever watch. That team run through brick walls for each other. I wonder if they'll have that type of sense of play. They might be a surprise package, but I just think they lack too much up front. Even Italy had a what was he called again? Played for Southampton. Was it Pele?
Graziano Pella.
Oh,
Pella.
yeah, I know. He was alright, that guy.
They had a few good players who really stuck out, and I just feel like the lack up. They got Morata up front, but for me, quarters for me.
Do you know what Conroy with Spain though? I know they're lacking up front, but they create so many chances. I feel like Morata had a really off day. I know he's not. He's not the greatest striker in the world, but he's not a bad striker. He's still
no.
I think he's better than Media. I think he's better than Media because, like, let's not act like Morata doesn't do bits. He does.
No,
bits,
I agree. I think he's
just not
reasonable. I've
consistent.
said that before. Yeah.
So I feel like if like it just all it takes is for him to have his shooting boots on. Some teams can't even create the chances that Spain create.
But sometimes once it's a tight game and you need that one chance. That's literally why France have done it in the past. It's like these games are not open. These games are sometimes quite, not all, but sometimes quite boring, nullified games. Like people say Argentina, France in the last World Cup, right? That was a one-off game. There's a lot of games like Belgium, France, I think, was it the Euros or the World Cup, where it was like 1-0, headed goal.
1-0,
and it's like, not many chances created. So I just feel like, or you just need people who use their strengths. And I think France, it's the tactics people sleep on with France. They look at Mbappe and they think, and Griezmann. But for me, tactically, they're very disciplined. And that's why I think they'll probably will win the tournament.
Yes, I forgot that they're in the group together. So
the group of death. Yeah,
therefore we're going to be looking at them playing each other before we even get the chance. All right, moving on to the South Americans then, because as it stands, the only player we don't think that's going to go deep into the competition is of real importance. Sorry, I'm never going to lie, Cor. It's only Robbo. Everyone else, we'll
see, guys. We'll see. Left back in the tournament. Here we come. Here we come.
Conroy, I'm going to put a bet on
Conroy.
I'm saying Scotland to the final.
See if we get through the group.
Every cloud has a silver lining, and listen, as Liverpool fans, that's a good thing, bro, because he needs the rest, bruv. Like,
let's just be
selfish on this. That's the point I'm making for this in the first place is how much energy are these guys going to be exerting during this tournament?
This is different. Bear in mind, not 22 years, he's literally the captain of a country who's not made it. He's going to run for a brick wall for this opportunity because there's been so many unbelievable Paul Lamberts, Barry Ferguson, who've never had this opportunity. Actually, Paul Lambert, I can't remember if he made it, but Barry Ferguson, big captains, right? Big personalities, big Scottish personalities. And the left back from Dundee United, who played for Queen's Park when he was 17, is taking him. So I just think, to me, he's going to be he's not going to be thinking, as much as no one hear it, he's not going to be thinking about getting injured. He's going to be going full throttle every game because as much as I'm saying, see for England though, it's different. England are always there. To him, this might be the only tournament he ever has.
But this is what I'm saying is with the season in which he's already had, and the tournaments he's had throughout the season.
I think you'll find something, Nick. I think you'll find something for this tournament.
My point isn't the fact of whether he won't, or he will. My point is, because of how important this is to his nation, is the energy in which he's going to exert and like the determination in which he's going to show is going to be that above and beyond anything else. And me being a Liverpool fan, I would.
You only want that to the group stages.
You understand? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I want that. I want you to experience that and do your thing and score in every game. I want man to be. I'm in Scotland. I want to be going mad. Like, but ultimately, I want you to be able to chill because you are arguably one of the most important positions in our team, and we have no cover for you, and you have been run into the ground.
And we can't get no one better.
We haven't got cover, but he just doesn't play. He doesn't play. Why does he not play Shimikas ever? Ever? Who? That's your Xhaka shout. Who's that?
So
we spoke about them. No, go on.
I know.
But Muds, we're losing you in the background a bit as well, bro.
Yeah, it's the natural light going. I'll turn that on in a minute, but
so moving on to I mean, from what I read, it's been moved to Argentina, and Argentina is a go. Some people are saying it's been cancelled. I don't know if anything's changed since this morning, but we'll go on the presumption it's going to go ahead, and if it doesn't, then fair enough. Copa America. How far do we think Brazil will go in the Copa America? Based on the fact that they won it last time out, right? Final, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I'd say, yeah, definitely. I mean, I watched the last time they won it. I think they dismantled Argentina as well. And
it seems like it's going ahead, bro. Like
it's in Argentina, right?
Yeah. Venezuela.
Argentina.
Just on a shout drifted. Did you ever watch the Chile team that won the Copa America twice?
Yeah.
Talk about, like, we all love football. If you talk about tactics and systems, that team was special. Like, that was.
Yeah, that basically they were like kind of like old throwbacks to everyone do their dirty work and just give the ball to the special player. That was literally what that was.
Yeah. Even when they had a free at the back, it was very smart though. They were good.
Wasn't it just? It was just Vargas and Sanchez doing bits.
Yeah,
as
well. Just do all the finishing.
Yeah, Vidal as well. But see, to be fair, you had Gary Medel. But see, like they had a free at the back and the two wing backs. But see, when I say run through brick walls, like like Jurgen Klopp, Dortmund football, they were like that on Copa. They were honestly, they were the team that beat Spain as well in the World Cup. In the group stage, and beat them 2-1. They were a special team.
Oh, guys! In actual fact, right? I think there might be at the moment it might be up in the air still.
Okay, is it?
So the popular international tournament was supposed to be hosted by Colombia and Argentina. However, both were removed as co-hosts following street protests and a rise in coronavirus cases. Brazil were given a duty to host the tournament at the last minute after a bid from the United States was rejected. So it's a bit techie, and I think Brazil at the moment are protesting to it. So yeah, we would do this.
I read it was just Argentina that were hosting it. But you know what? All right, regardless of whether they go or not, we think final if they go. If they don't go, it means they obviously get a rest, which is great for us anyway. So if that tournament goes ahead, those players won't get much of a rest. If it doesn't, then obviously we'll be cool.
Yeah.
Boy, it looks like it might be a bit sticky for pre-season then, man. I'm not going to lie, because that's a lot of our main players who are going to go deep into these tournaments.
I hear that. But you know what, though? Just to a little bit of hope. With Hendo, I don't feel like Hendo will play every game. I don't feel like Hendo will be overused. No. It doesn't matter how far we get. Hendo won't be overused because of his current fitness. Do you know what I mean? I feel like his leadership qualities... I feel like his leadership qualities will be used off the pitch more than on. And I'm happy as a Liverpool fan, as Liverpool fans.
Go Declan Rice, man.
We're happy. I'm happy with that. Do you know what I mean? As I said, with Jota probably gonna get ran into the grounds. Yeah.
And he's coming back from an injury, which is a worry.
Yeah, I think Jota's probably the biggest worry for me. Jota and Bobby are probably the biggest worries for me if they're tournaments.
Do you not think Jota, though, he'll look at this as a time to shine? Because to me, he looks like not arrogance is the wrong word, but he looks very confident in his ability. So I think
he'll
he's
be one of
the
most important players, definitely.
Yeah, I think it's a good time for Jota because, as I say, he came back. Yeah. He's good in some games, but he wasn't great. So it's a bit like Thiago. I think it's maybe not the worst. If he stays injury free, it's maybe good for his confidence.
Goals in that team, man. That's why I think Portugal are going to win it, because they've got goals in the team. You need goals. And they've got goals in that team. When you've got Ronaldo, when you've got Silva, when you've got Jota, they've got goals.
And the difference is Renato
Sanchez, and even Bruno chipping in from midfield, that they've got goals in that team, and that's why I think they'll win it.
To me, that looks like though good teams who are already a bit more that can get at them. To me, because there's so many international games that just end up being 0-0, 1-0 wins. and it's just a moment. And I just think, you know what, fair enough with Portugal, but they have got a very good squad. But
yeah,
we'll see. Renato Sanchez though was good last time as well, Monts, though, because he played for the team he played for, Benfica, the last one, they won it last time, and he was decent in that tournament because that's how he got his move to Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich,
sure.
yeah. But this year
That's
he's
quite
been
funny
one
that
of the best CMs. He's been unbelievable this year. Like,
no, he's very good, very good, mate. He has been very good.
We were linked with him, remember?
Yeah. Genie, one replacement.
Speaking about being linked, change of pace. We're gonna do a little 15-20 minutes of not fantasy because we're gonna try and keep it realistic, but I've named all the positions. I've named all the positions that I think we need. You lot can either disagree, agree, or we can come to a final list, and then we'll see which one of those is important because there's quite a lot, and how many we think will fill this summer, and how whether it will be a big money signing or whether it will just be a backup player. Now I think we need a left/right wing backup. I think we need a right back backup. I think we need a Genie and a Naby replacement, or at least one to cover both positions. We need a striker to move Firmino back into midfield, and we need a backup goalkeeper, especially if we're going to send Kelleher on loan. Now, I know the rumour is it's going to be Adrian, but I'm still going to hold on to hope that the club haven't lost their mind. Yeah.
Apparently, he might not sign for some reason. Apparently,
he's going to sign.
No,
he will. They will tell him.
Fair play to him. Like he's doing bits for him. I've said that 100 times. I've not got anything wrong with Adrian.
I'm not hating on him. This is the club's fault. I'm not blaming Adrian for this. I'm blaming the club for this. Do you get what I mean? If my mum keeps giving me pocket money, nobody can be angry. I'm spoiled.
Yeah.
What am I not going to take the money? Of course, I'm going to take the money. My mum.
Who's Adrian's agent? This guy's a top. This guy's Michael Edwards level.
Honestly,
he really is. This agent is good.
That one hurt more than the Rays, man.
By the way, shout out to Nat Phillips' agent who knew he was worth 60 bags a week. Shout out to Nat Phillips.
Yeah.
Who's seen that coming? Who's seen it? It's like the Paul Rudd video. It's like the Paul Rudd, the Hot Wings video. Who's seen that coming? I didn't expect to be here
every time, man.
Nat Phillips and Reece Williams at the end of the season. Like I didn't expect to be here. Champions League football, unbelievable.
Now, is there any of those positions that you think we don't need, or is there anything you want to add to that quickly?
I think personally, we need either. You said a left wing.
Left or right wing?
Left or right wing.
Arguably, somebody
backup.
can do both.
Backup.
I
disagree with that. I think we need a left or right wing contender. Do you know what I mean? Like,
when I say backup,
when we're getting someone, I don't think that you're selling that like Mane and Salah are doing our first choice, and you're going to be their backup. I feel like we need someone who could park either one. Like,
no, I agree. I don't mean like we go and buy an Adrian where you know for a fact you're not going to play. I mean, but
it's a subtle difference.
They're not going to start, and if they force
like
their way in
Rafinha,
that then fair play.
Because the only reason why I say that, is it's a subtle difference, but it is a big difference in terms of like, it's cool with a Rafinha. That's calm. But then if you was talking about, say, someone like a Sancho, do you understand how different that is? Do you see what I'm saying?
You know what? I think
Rafinha is Sancho category. I think Rafinha is
I don't think there's a difference, but I think Rafinha is just as good as Sancho.
I get what you're saying, Nick, but I think Rafinha is not a good example.
No way.
Okay, maybe Rafinha is not a good example, but do you understand what I'm saying? It's like even Rafinha then, it's a very subtle nuance, but you're talking to a man like, no, big man, like you're a contender in it, not like, do you know what I mean? It's not say like you're gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like, however they may have sold.
Yeah, I mean, sorry to interrupt you, but I'm just gonna say, first of all, I'm gonna be honest, brutally honest. There isn't many wingers that we're gonna bring in because let's be honest, Salah and Mane are gonna start their decline from probably the season after next year. They're getting older. They're gonna be touching 30s. Maybe not Mane because he's got the African blood, but like, I feel like we're not gonna bring in anyone.
So Salah.
Yeah, but no. Mane's got the but Mane.
He's got a dark-skinned African.
Mane's got the. Do you know what I mean?
But
Like,
the East
blitzing.
African, yeah.
the East African.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you head a Mane, you're gonna hurt yourself.
The man
you know
now
what I'm saying?
born with a six-pack, you know, real talk.
Yeah, but like out the womb, 6-pack. But,
Like, you know, like, oh, look how cute the baby is, man. Just flexing, bro.
Just flexing, innit?
Yeah,
But-
bro. Them
but
man now
who-
born different.
Do you guys honestly feel like the guys that take over the mantelpiece to Mane and Salah? Because I don't feel like anyone can put up number. I don't feel like anyone in the near future can do what they've done. Doesn't matter who.
I think Jota can.
What can do what they've done? What Salah and
Yeah.
Mane have done.
Yeah, because he's
disagree.
like. But you're in a
What
system that
numbers-wise,
creates loads of
bro?
champions.
Numbers-wise,
Yeah.
numbers-wise,
Yeah.
numbers-wise.
Jota's. I'd say Jota's got just as good movement off the ball, but maybe not necessarily the same. I don't mean that in the sense of Mane beating down the line, but I just think intelligence-wise, Jota is. I've said this before. I think his movement's outstanding. Like, he drops it in number 10 pockets, so it's kind of different. It's not the same, but for me, Jota's a genius signing because I think that will work. Like, we're sleeping on how good Jota could be, even if he's half the player he was when he signed. That's 10 to 15 goals a season.
Jota is class, but I trust me, we'll know when they're gone. We ain't gonna find no one like these lot unless we go and get an Mbappe, unless we go and get world beaters. The guys aren't gonna put up numbers like them two. It's not happening. And that's not me being a pessimist.
I agree definitely with Mo. I think to get a player who consistently bangs 30
There's
goals
no one that can replace Mo
for 4 years in a row is bloody
irreplaceable.
hard to find. Like, that's why I can't believe that
I
people
don't
would
even
get rid
think-
of Mo for Mbappe. Because I get that you want the shiny new toy, but where's the guarantee Mbappe's going to bang 30 goals every season for us when he's never played in the league
44
that's
in all
as
comps?
difficult as the Prem?
How about
But
44 in all comps, Drifty?
But see, because Mo's
That's what I'm
missed.
saying, bruv. Like,
see,
Salah's
because he
been banging
misses.
goals for fun.
But see, because Mo misses, I actually think that's why he's even more effective, because he always misses. Like, he's never not missed. 40 goals, should have scored 60 goals that season. But because of that, I've got such confidence in him that when he misses, it doesn't get to him, because he doesn't look, because that guy's missed.
That's probably why
My grandkid scored. He's missed from 3 yards out. But what I mean is, he's so effective, and he is the way he is. He's just got that attitude that, I mean, he's usually quite high in the most chances missed, but it just doesn't affect him because he still gets the numbers. So whatever way he does it, he's always going to be effective. And you're right, Drifty. Mbappe could come and get 10, 15, but Mo is the closest thing you're going to get to a guarantee, in my opinion. And he is frustrating. He's never not been frustrating, but he is the way he is.
Yeah, we're just talking about straight goals and not performances. We've got our Messi, Ronaldo, where it's like he'll always get these numbers. Everyone else do what you do and chip in and help with what he does. That's basically what we've got. Do you get what I mean? We know he'll get 20 goals in the league, 30 in all comps. What's everyone else going to do to do what he does? Because we know that he's going to do that. What are you going to do? That's what we've got with him. Do you know what I mean?
And you realise there's not a lot of players in the world that can do that. In the world, I'm not gonna say generational because I feel like people throw away.
The system helps him once, though. The system definitely helps him. There's certain systems Salah wouldn't as be. I'm not saying that's him, but I mean, let the Liverpool have looked at that system and but I've went Salah didn't have similar numbers at Roma, but I think this system allows him to get in. But that's not taking down what he does. I just think Salah could move to another team and he'd never get the same numbers as he gets at Liverpool. And
I disagree.
Well,
do you know
it's never happened in the past, mate. It's never happened in the past anywhere else.
The reason I agree with that, is because we definitely are playing to make sure he gets all the chances. I've always said it's not to his detriment, but we are slightly lopsided because he is the more focal point for getting goals. Do you get what I mean? Like Mane drops deeper and we get a lot more overlapping from Robbo, whereas Trent doesn't really overlap Salah. He more feeds Salah. We're slightly lopsided to the right. We're geared to Mo getting into more of goal scoring opportunities.
And he's still amazing. He's still amazing.
Yeah.
I just think the system, there's a reason that he's went from being okay numbers wise and being unbelievable. And I think that's through the system and the team that helped that.
Isn't it harder to be a system player? I think that's harder to
No,
find.
it's not a system player. I just certain systems.
Not a system player, but do you know what I mean? But a lot of teams play 4-3-3. Obviously, some play more cagey, some play more defensively. But I just feel like I know Salah has thrived through us and we have been lopsided. But in his first season at Liverpool, I don't feel like we didn't buy Salah to be the focal point in that first season. He wasn't made to be the focal point. And he went and bagged 44 in all comps. Like,
but
do you know what I
as
mean?
the season went on and he became more and more on a roll, Klopp just went, you know what?
Okay,
I'm gonna
this
utilize
is
this
yeah,
because any smart manager would have. You
yeah,
get what I'm
exactly.
saying?
That's
Like,
what I mean.
Where
Even
would
when
Salah move,
Coutinho left, then he
Monster?
scored more.
But
Coutinho
if
left, then he
Salah goes
scored.
to but if he goes to Madrid, right? So Madrid are not going to sign a player
Not,
and play a system. They're going to get a winger to go out like a Hazard or whatever and try and that's not Salah's game. Like people who try to tell me
Salah,
Salah's unbelievable beating players in the past, he's done all right at Roma, but he's changed his game. I just think any
he's
team he
changed.
would move to, he would never do as well because the system would not suit him as well.
I feel like he's changed his game because, again, like the Kyle Walker situation, he doesn't need to beat players anymore. You know what I mean? And we also need to remember the Ramos injury set back Salah. People forget this. Salah changed his game after that Ramos injury. He stopped running at players as often as he did. He was less robust. He was a little bit less physical as well.
Wingers have changed as well, Monts, though. Like a winger's position is getting to the byline and crossing it's actually not as effective as getting in the box and scoring 5 to 10 goals a season. So, no, but I agree. Like I just think it's not. He could go to Madrid and be amazing. I just think there's no team in the world,
not Madrid for me,
who suits Salah as well as Liverpool. That's maybe my point. I just don't think there's a team that suits.
I think if he goes Dortmund, Bayern, PSG, he gets the same numbers, in my opinion.
But Dortmund's a step down. He's not going to move to Dortmund or steps out. I'd say a step down.
Yeah. But I'm saying the teams where, again, Dortmund play excessive attacking football. Salah, I feel like we get really good joy there. I feel like at Bayern Munich we get the same joy, and at PSG we'll get the same joy. I can't say the same for Barca and Madrid.
But I don't think at Bayern he would. Bayern, it's all centre forwards, the focal point. I feel like even if you look at the wingers, a lot of it's to get down the wing, cross it, or supply there. I just feel I get what you're saying, mate. He'd do great. I just think Liverpool's the only team in the world that he gets these numbers. I might be wrong. That's what I feel.
We have the best wing backs in the world. We've got we look at our wing backs, man.
But only team who's not got a number 9 though as well in the Premier League.
Here's the reason why I think
that. Both.
Here's the reason why I think that Mo and Mane both need to retire at Liverpool and forget all this. Oh, they're running and they're declining and all this crap because you adapt. You see Mo, Mo's creativity when he's not just being, I need to get goals. I know it was a long time ago, but did any of you lot see what he was like at Basel? He wasn't this goal hungry, trying to just get goals. He was actually called the Egyptian Zidane because he used to play deeper, play in the pockets, and he used to be able to create and take like.
He'd cut in really early. He'd cut in by the halfway line. And
he played United with Basel. He played United with Basel. If it was on Channel 5, UEFA Cup, it might have been. Or I watched that.
Channel 5.
Yeah. No, but it was. But see, the thing is, he's probably went. But it's not effective. Mo Salah is the most effective player in the world because that's nice to cut in and shoot, but it doesn't get him numbers. Whereas I think now, Drifty just said, he's all about, he's found a way to get those numbers, and he's not, you say, Monts, he's changed his game 100%. Because even at Roma, if you watched him in that, he was very much get down to the wing. Like he used to be a dribbler, he used to be very much a dribbler, but he doesn't do that very often anymore because he says it's not effective. And to be honest, he's still got
very good link-up play.
That's why I think he'll be great in our team as an older guy because he can play a deeper role and then he'll be allowed to do that stuff and stop caring about goals, create space, open up pockets and provide passes. He can almost become what people are saying Messi will for Barca, where he won't be the guy getting the goals anymore. He'll be the one making the goals. That's what Mo can do
because he's got it in his locker. Like he has when he's not goal hungry, he has the vision, he has the awareness, and he definitely has the link
to a certain extent, though. But I definitely think he's not like the most. I don't think he's got eyes in the back of his head like some players who could drop and be a number 10 like easily. Unbelievable football intelligence. I'm not going to say he is. He might
get certain assists that have blown me away though. That people just seem to forget about. I think people do forget
you're
about
sleeping on how good you have to be a number 10. Like everything's happening around you. You have to. I think he could be.
He's no Bobby. He's no Bobby when it comes to technicality at times.
But he can adapt to it though.
He
used to kind of play that way for Basel, and I know it was a long time ago. But I've seen enough from them days to realise when he knows his pace is going a little bit, he'll just drop deeper, use his feet more, and create for other people. I feel like Mo actually is the perfect example of a player who can be at one club for his whole time and just change how he plays for that team to stay relevant in the team.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like when Mo's 32, 33, he'll stop running in behind, he'll drop deep, he'll use his intelligence, and he'll create for others.
Because I think that's similar to sorry, Drift. I say that's similar to what Ribery and Robin done. So as the years went on,
Yep,
Ribery stopped using his pace and drifted in the middle a lot more. And Robben were cutting slightly earlier and wait for almost the wing backs to overlap him more often rather than him burning man every time. Do you know what I mean?
And that's
Another
why,
example
that's why I keep likening Mane and Salah to Robben and Ribery. Let's use the blueprint we've already seen and use it. We've got two players who won't be able to do what they used to, but they'll be effective. And then you go and get a Gnabry, you go and get a Koeman or any of those guys. They become the new young bucks. When you want pace, you play them. When you want intelligence,
Douglas Costa as well.
You mix it up.
Yeah.
You mix it up. You know what I mean?
That's true,
Yeah.
That's what we need. So maybe we get Rafinha and Sancho. They're the young bucks. And then we just rotate.
Yeah. I'd rather take Sancho because he can play 10 as well.
You say Rafinha and Sancho, that would be...
This is what we're so... And then we got Jota up front. And then, if you know what I'm saying? And then we got Bobby in the 10. And you know what? If we got Sancho and Rafinha, I'm all right with Jota being the number 9. Like, honestly, I would...
I still think we need a 9, guys. I even like Andre Silva. We need to get someone to be 9.
Yeah, but I think
hear that, but
there's
not such with if you get a Sancho and Rafinha, there is not such a big onus. I think you're right. There is still a need, but there's not such a big onus.
Too many games where it was like played poor, plan A is out the window, so all those players it's out the window because someone's got a low block because that's an excuse for some reason, and then it's like no presence in the box. That's my fear, and that's what I felt all the season. So I get what you're saying, but I feel like yes, but I'd even take a Paxton Daka. We need a number 9. We need an actual number 9.
Okay, what I was gonna say. Let me rephrase that. I needed to.
No, it's a fair point. I get you saying that.
No. If we get a Sancho and a Rafinha, there isn't such a need on such a quote unquote Lengman. We don't need a top boy. We could settle for. We still do need a number 9. You're right, but we could settle for a, like you said, a Patson Dakar or someone that we don't know is going to be an out and out option. An option, exactly that. Because right now, I'm not settling for a Patson Dakar. I don't think we're getting a Sancho. And do you know what I mean? We need someone who's going to be better than Patson Dakar.
What about a Sancho and Dakar in the summer? Would you both take that right now? A Sancho and a Dakar, and then like a backup goalkeeper as well, drifting.
I don't want Dakar at all. I don't want Dakar at all. I don't.
Look, it looks like it might happen, mate.
I know, but to me, I know. It's kind of contradictory because sometimes we said get the gem while he's cheaper because it's stupid to wait till he's 100 million. But I think we're in a position now where because he won't be backup, he's actually going to come in and be the starting lineup player. It's got to be better than Dakar. Like personally, it's got to be better.
Agree.
I need him to. I'm not an I don't mean to be disrespectful to the Austrian league, but if you can stat pad in that league, I think it doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove anything if you can stat, especially when you play for arguably the best team in that league. Do you know what I mean? That to me, that doesn't prove anything. I feel like we need a guy who was that. That's why I like the idea of getting Silva, because people might say he didn't play that well at Milan. I think he did, and he was at Milan at the wrong time. He's now gone to Germany, and he's proving that he is a good player. He plays well on the international stage in Portugal. So he's the type of guy I would have faith. If we bought him, he knows. I know he's only 24, but he's experienced, and he's been around, and he'll be like, I know how to do this goal scoring thing. Everyone else, give me the ball, and I will score a lot of goals. He was 4th top goal scorer in Europe this season, and only 6th from the penalty spot. That is impressive. He plays for Hertha Berlin. He ain't playing for Bayern Munich. That is very impressive. Do you know what I'm saying?
And the thing is with Silva is he's still young as well. It's Frankfurt, but he's still young. He's still young though. You're getting mixed up because I think Karius the other day, you're talking about Karius and it was the Union Berlin with Karius. I think you said that the other day. You're getting mixed up because I didn't realise that. Karius the other day.
I'm probably
getting it's fine, mate, because Jovic plays for Frankfurt. He went on loan as well because I was confused about that as well.
He went back in it.
But he's only 24, so like for me, I've said this about other players, it's about Neto, and it's kind of a no-brainer in the sense if you get him, it looks like it could work and be a very good decision, and if it doesn't, you can sell him when he's 26, 27, and it's not like his price is going to go, down the hill. For me, Silva, James Redmond, shout out to James. I was a bit like the AC Milan thing. Nah, I didn't cut it. Looked into it a bit more since James mentioned it, and I've been really impressed. I think Silva to me has got to be the one we go to. I just think that would suit us as well.
100%. And you know what? He is lethal in the box. And this is what we want. We want a box man. We don't want to buy a player. I don't want any of this. You can take man on. he's doing all this. If he's our number 9,
I want a lane man. I want a lane.
No, but bro, but
I
he is
want a
in the
gunman
box though,
still.
bro. This
is what I'm saying. No, I agree. This is what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
He's not as good as Ruben Nistelrooy, but you know that guy who just gets in the box, he's got quick feet, gets out, beat, bang, shot. That is what Silva is. That's what we need. We just need someone who shifts it half a yard and takes a shot. I don't even care if it don't go in.
So
I just want that to be all he cares about.
He's good in the air as well.
But Drift,
brilliant in there.
With that though, do we play a 4-2-3-1 or do you stick to 4-3-3? Because when we play 4-3-3, if we have a gunman, it's gonna take away the effectiveness of the wingers. So ideally, would you play the 4-2-3-1 to counteract that? Yeah,
I'd go 4-2-3-1. I'll drop Bobby into the 10 or play
Gives you options though. It gives you options because that person might be good enough at linking up. He's not like a lump up front. He can actually be quite good at linking up. You know, it's like people just think strikers can't do that. I think I've been impressed with a lot of Premier League, specifically Bamford this season and stuff like that. They can link up. So I feel like if you're in a team like Liverpool as well, we've got so much options. If we get a Silva, we can do a 4-2-3-1, can drop Bobby out, play the 4-3-3, the link up. And then the perfect solution is you get a striker who's getting 15 to 20 goals or 20 goals a season. And if you can get Salah on 20 and Mane chipping in with 10, like that's fear. That puts fear into opposition. And then therefore you don't get teams. There's that fear again because the fear's gone.
I don't know exactly where the only potency is going to come from. You don't all of a sudden know that it's just going to be a Salah who's going to bang, or do you know what I mean, or whatever the case is.
Point here, big up yourself for your super chat, bro. Conroy's bang on. If Origi leaves, we won't have a traditional number 9 in our whole first team squad. That is incredible. We should be signing at least one. If Origi does go, which is looking like he might go, let's be honest. How can a club of Liverpool stature not have an actual striker on their books?
Only in the Premier League. Only in the Premier League.
All this Jota play through the middle. All this Jota play through the middle.
Don't get me started.
We don't actually have a striker. Like, it's pathetic.
And you know what's even more,
even Bobby, bro.
Keeping it traditional because we are a traditional club. Liverpool's heritage is best number 9 in the league, plays for Liverpool. If you go through history, you can argue a couple man here or there, like an Henry or a Drogba, but we always had arguably the best striker in the league, and he played for Liverpool. Rush,
we've always had
Owen.
You got, and then every time there was a bit of a dip in
Torres,
that was, we didn't really do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like
Suarez was a 7, but
Torres. Yeah, Suarez was like a hybrid 7.
Like a hybrid.
But the brother played 9 better than anyone else.
It was special. Suarez
he was a gunman.
And then, that nine is special to us, and we don't have one. You're right. I've been saying this.
I still personally think Origi. I personally still think shoot me, whatever. I'm still Drift. We disagree on Mane as much as we do, but I'm with you on the Origi thing. Like, I still think Origi can do a lot of what we're trying to buy, personally, innit?
But he's not going to get a chance.
But he's just never going to get a chance. So it's just, I want to see him do it for another team now.
You're right, bro, and that's why I've accepted it, and I just want to see him go bang for someone else because I agree with you. Everyone's like, he's still on that train. Hold on. Why are you so quick to throw out the old toy and get a new one if there's nothing wrong with the old toy? Just because you ain't seen him for a long time, it's the recency bias. And maybe people just don't think he's good. Fair enough. But recency bias in football, I think, is the number one delusion of a football fan without being rude. It's like if somebody hasn't done anything for a little while, you act like they've fallen off the... You know, like if a man ain't dropped an album for 2 years and man are like, is he still alive?
On a J. Cole thing.
But that's, I was just about to say, that's...
Jermaine,
I don't even think it's a football thing. I think it's society. We're in that microwave society day and age where it's like right now everything is your attention span is like, you know what I mean?
That's everybody's impatient.
Like, we weren't like that when we were having to watch just football thingies on Match of the Day, and do you know what I mean? And just talk about there wasn't like, and I know it's like, you're old and you're going back like that.
Wait every week for a TV series episode and not binge watching a Saturday night.
It was like it was old school. Like them man there, we had time. We would wait. We would give now. No way, bruv. No way.
But you know what? He's got to go and bang somewhere else now, innit? We don't appreciate him. And if he scores 10, 15, 20 goals at a Newcastle or a Leicester or somewhere like that, then people will be like, you know what? Like what they're doing with Danny Ings now. Enough man said Danny Ings weren't good enough. Enough, but get him out.
Now he's one of the most lethal man in the league.
Look at Danny Ings now.
But you know what I say is, you know what I think is I think it's even more similar to Kelechi Iheanacho. And why I say that is because Kelechi Iheanacho under Vardy was never going to play. Let's be honest, he was never going to play. Yeah. But when Vardy did get the injury and then Iheanacho come into the team and got the chance, as I said, showed professionalism and waited, because even Pep had said, I don't need to buy another striker because I have Iheanacho. He said that a long time
when
ago.
he was at City, he had like the best goal to play in minutes.
No, I was very wrong in Iheanacho. I was on a show and I basically said that miss against Leicester when we were going to against Leicester when we were trying to win the league, right? Since I said that, Nick was on the show, right? I said, just what a letdown. Scored 15 goals in 15 games after that. I was like, you're having a laugh.
And I did say that to you at the time. I did say that to you at the time on that show. I said, bro, his
hold my hands
sleep
up,
on
honestly.
him at City. He had the best like goal to minutes ratio or something. Like he was
not even lying, guys. Didn't score and then scored 15 goals. Honestly, unbelievable.
He's a gunman. And I think Origi. As I said, I don't think Origi is like half Kelechi Iheanacho in terms of attributes. Attributes. Do you know what I mean? And mentality. Like they're both good footballers. They're both quite similar. Do you know
playing in a two as well.
You know what it was? It was when he missed that. It's when he missed that. He missed that one chance. He hit the bar, and everyone piled on him. And I was just like, "Are you serious?" Like this guy,
so predictable that would do. They'd say, "Of one chance, and that's it. Take him off 50 minutes."
That's it.
You know.
But that's what people do to Origi, though. When I understand.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was
Origi.
Misses. When he hit against Burnley.
When he hits it, against everyone piled on him.
And then it's like, get him off. He's done.
Get him off. Told you.
But that's
it's like I'll give you one chance to do anything in life, and you might not do it. And then what? We're just done with you. It's like, fair enough.
Yeah, ridiculous.
If we gave that same chance to Salah, I beg you, he ain't banging, bro. You know them ones there. Salah's banging.
Salah missed hella one-on-ones this season.
Yeah, hella one.
Yeah. I think the problem with the Origi one was, right, he missed the chance, right, but he took him off at 50 minutes in that game against Burnley. I thought he could have kept him on the park and gave him a chance to rectify it.
And he's the type of player to be like, swear down, watch, bro. You know, like he is that type of player.
But just give him a chance to make up, because you know that's been his mind. Give him a chance, and then he brought, I can't remember who he brought on, but it just was the same predictable.
Do you remember, Drifty, do you remember that game when they were going to take him off? It was a cup game. And then he was like,
Luton Town, I think.
Luton or something. He's like,
Lincoln,
you know,
like, scored.
Lincoln
scored
too. He
too.
saw his number go up.
No,
and he looked over and he was like, I'm coming up, yeah? And he just took the ball and banged it in the goal.
He's that type of guy. He's that type of guy. If you left him on the field, he'd have been like, watch. Like, man, you know them ones there.
I do miss, as I'm saying, I do miss that confident Origi. I feel like the last I saw of a confident Origi was the 5-5 game against Arsenal. That's the last
blonde-haired Origi. Blonde-haired Origi.
Yeah, blonde.
A lot of people think that I'm a
shower man.
When he first time Cruyffed it and smacked it top corner. Are you dumb?
Cisco Origi was on crud, brother.
Cisse, Dibro Cisse Origi. That's
Dibble Origi, yeah.
Dibble Origi.
That was crazy. What? So a few seconds to go. Nico Williams swings it. He goes, "Give me 1 second. Let me just equalize for the man now quickly." Do you know what I'm saying? Bad boy. He's a gun.
Who's in goal that game? Who's in goal that game? Martinez, absolute shocking performance, and now look at him. He was terrible, and now look at him. Kelleher was terrible that game though as well. Both terrible.
Yeah, there you go.
Confidence, man. Matt always says it. It's a big part of football.
No, it's very true. Martinez is the best example.
But Origi don't care no, man. He don't care. He don't even post Liverpool on Instagram no more. He don't.
No, but who would? Who would? You know what he is? He's the foster child who's realised that the actual blood kids are the real ones they care about, and you just give me the scraps. and so it's just like, yo, put me in another home now, man. That these men don't really care about me. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't blame him. Like, I just want him to go bang for someone else. I want him to go to a Dortmund or a team that's of that kind of level and just show that he's a good player, man. Yep. You know what I mean? All right, well, let me just finish up with this little quiz I wanted to give you. Like, I know we could talk about transfer for days, but obviously we'll be doing so much more transfer talk as we go through it.
Do you think we'll get Gazaniga, guys? So, Drift, do you think we'll get Gazaniga? That's what I was going to ask.
It depends how much of a fan Klopp is of wrestling, because if you want someone who does like Jimmy Snooker stuff, then maybe. You know them flying cross bodies.
Them flying ones. I just take a man out, like.
Hey, Jeff, you are killing me.
Trust me.
But I think it's a no-brainer for free.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's a no-brainer. He's a
And
level
he's a
up
good
from
keeper,
Adrian.
man. When he was saving up Trent shots that game when we won 2-1 against Spurs, he was doing a madness.
Nah, he was impressive in that game, and I
Yeah.
can't imagine Adrian having a game where he's man in the match. No matter what, I can't imagine Adrian having a man in the match game. So if it's for free, Conroy, 100%.
Yeah.
Even if we just want to keep Adrian around for the bants, he's only on 30 grand a week. Just make him fourth choice then, innit? He's good for the dressing room. Let him do a Moreno for 2 seasons. We won the Champions League and the Premier League or whatever while Moreno was cheerleading. Let him do that then, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like,
And Moreno was lifting that champs like he played every game.
because he felt like one of the man then, bro.
One of the
Because
guys.
he was the one making the man there laugh before they went out onto the picture. He's just as much a part of the success. And when their man coming at half time, he chopped up all the oranges. Man,
Hey, we still got carriers though. I swear we still got carriers hanging about, sniffing about somewhere. Am I not wrong?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Carrier should just take control of our Instagram, innit?
He's still about, though, innit? Like, it's a mad thing.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with him.
Did he say he's the man that chops up the oranges?
You know, Valencia is where the best oranges are from. So he's from Spain, innit? Man knows the coup, bro.
Hey, I know you man that play Sunday League and you come on half time and you see all the oranges perfectly shot.
And then he smashed in that penalty against United. One of the best penalties. I can't believe he scored that.
That was a
gonna
beautiful
miss.
penalty.
Oh man said oranges. No, sorry. I find that funny because I had oranges. Like there's certain man that do that in the Sunday League thing, innit? That is funny. Sorry, that is hilarious.
You know, and you know, man, they're like, hey, this orange juice this is banging. What you do? I sprinkle a little sugar in it in our bread. Give you a little energy, you know, you want there.
little glucose and that.
I sprinkle a little sugar in there for you, Reggie. You hear me? Get your energy levels up.
Oh my god.
But yeah, boys. So we just finished on a fun little quiz. Once again, big up to you, man, for coming on as well. I know it was last minute. It's been a beautiful show.
Great, mate.
Make sure you smash that like button as well, guys. You know what I'm saying? And show love to all of these guys as well. Everyone's links to their channel will be in the description. So make sure you get over and follow these man as well, man. Doing big things. All right, guys, little fun. This is all based on the 2021 season. So every single question I ask is based on this season, right?
Is there a forfeit or a winner or a prize? What are we saying?
No, not forfeit because I don't want to put pressure on that. But the prize, I tell you what, the winner will get a piece of Kop-Ish merch. How about
Ooh, yeah.
Not bad. Like that.
And
Made it serious all of a sudden.
We got a giveaway for the people coming as well next week.
Go like this drift. Aren't you wearing one now?
No. I've got the
Is that
home
Kop-Ish?
branded.
Oh, okay.
Home branded, you know.
Okay. Just checking.
But, all right, so here we go. So some of these will be a 2-point question, yeah?
So you just shout out the answer?
Yeah, first one to give me the right answer. Or some of them may be to the closest because I'm not going to be a liberty and say how many minutes did Shaqiri play and you've got to give me the exact 1,002 minutes or whatever. It'll be whoever gets the closest to some of them. But some of them are straightforward like this one. So all this season, yeah? How many goals did we score in the league?
56.
64.
58.
What did you say?
56.
Saint wins that one. It was 68.
Saint hates quizzes today, so I'm rooting for him now, mate. I'm rooting for him.
Saint was surprised himself. How about that? He was surprised himself.
And guys in the comments, don't help them out because come on, guys. In fact, you switch off your comments.
Man, I can't see the comments because I'm on my phone, innit? Like I'm on my phone.
Okay. No helping, guys. No helping. How many goals did we concede in the league?
49.
54.
42.
Raw. Saint is actually on the money.
What? Where's your phone?
Wait,
what did he say?
42. Man's actually on the money. 42.
Actually buzzing.
Where's your phone? Say, where's your phone?
Bro,
Is it
my
first?
first year.
Nah,
bro.
listen. Me and Saint done a quiz recently, right? And he got the wooden spoon, so I'm 100% behind him if I don't win this. I'm on you.
On James Redmond's thing, like I was
Yeah, I've
like,
got
I
you,
was
man.
with
Wait,
it,
Jeff,
like,
how many questions do we have? How many
Saint is
questions are
doing
there?
brilliant at the moment.
allow me, bro. Allow me, bro.
Alright. All right. This is a 2-point question. First of all, who was our second top goal scorer this season?
Joe. In all comes to the league, hold on. In all comes to the
In
league.
the league.
In the league.
Money.
Money. I was gonna say.
Monk got it first. He said first, so that's 1 to Monk.
That was literally like a 0.5.
I know, me and you
1
said we were
behind
both like
me,
money.
Jesus.
But there's a chance to get another point in this same question. How many goals was it?
11.
10 in the Premier League. 16 in all
10.
competitions. 10 in the Premier League.
10.
No, in the Prem. Monk's got it.
10.
Monk's is that.
11.
So
Was it
Monk's
11?
actually got both of those. So he's actually managed to pull tie in one question. See there?
See there? Okay. I thought was it 11? Yeah.
Yeah, this is all
Of course
Prem, by the way.
it was,
This is
of
all
course it
Prem.
was.
This is all Prem.
Of
Okay.
course it was. Let's
All
go.
Be ready with this one because this is definitely going to be who says it first. Who scored the winning goal away at West Brom?
Allison. I got that one.
I done smashed
Oh,
that.
I thought I said
people,
that.
you know what? That was between Conroy and Saint. That was like
No,
people.
do-
Who was who
To
actually?
be
on,
fair,
bro.
guy, I do think I got that one first.
Who the
Come
comments
on,
saying
bro.
got
That was Conroy or Saint. I'm not gonna lie. People.
Hey, come on.
I'm fair. I do think I got that first. I'm not
I
just
think
lying.
Conroy grabbed it before. I
the,
don't know.
the people are saying Conroy. The people are saying Conroy.
I was going to say Salah. I forgot.
Do you know
the
what's
biggest goal
funny?
of the
I watch
season.
all of you think it can't be that much of an easy question.
Yeah.
I know.
Brad Friedel. I was about
That's
to say
why I
Brad
put it in
Friedel
there.
because all the goalkeepers scoring in my head was stuck there.
Okay, not per goalkeeper, just as a whole team. How many clean sheets did we keep this season?
8.
7.
10.
Conroy's closest, it was 12.
What?
Because we had the second best out after Man City, had the second best record this season.
And just like that, Conroy ties it up 2 apiece for all of you. You see how quick this can turn around?
Techie. Trust me, it's techie, bro.
You see how quick this can turn around? How many wins did we get in total?
About 14.
15.
Oh, it was 15. It was 15.
What did you say, Saint? What did you say, bro?
16.
None of you were close, but Saint is the closest. It was 20.
Done.
Oh, wait, in the
There you go,
Prem?
mate. Well done, mate. Well done.
In the Prem? All comps?
Saying I've got a few marks, mate.
I
I'm
don't know
happy.
how we
I'm
pulled
happy,
that off,
bud.
but
Not
we
for
I
you.
know,
We got
mate. I'm
20
not
wins.
losing, so I'm happy.
No,
bro.
great.
I'm not losing. So
I remember we was on like 14-9 at one point.
Bro, hey, stop arguing with the adjudicator. Like, stop being so black, bro.
Saying I'm on your clock. I'm on your clock. Drifty,
All right.
hit the question. Drift, hit the question.
How,
I'm on your clock.
what was the total number of penalties this season
That we got.
that we got? Yeah.
That we got or that we scored?
No, that we got.
4.
7.
3.
No, I want to say 6, actually. 6.
Saint, you was right. 6. It is 6, but you was closest with 7 anyway.
I was going to say 0. I was going to say 0 just to be dramatic, but no.
Boop, boop, boop. Come on.
You do it, mate.
All right, Saint has pulled back into a 2-point lead here.
Where the bonus questions at, man? Where the 2
This is going to be a. This is
I'm
definitely-
buzzing for Saint because Saint genuinely. He
I'm
just
telling you,
because it's
Conroy
horrible.
knows.
So.
Conroy knows,
I
mate.
know, mate. I know.
Sweaty palms, mate. Sweaty palms.
Come on.
How
come
many
on,
times did we hit the woodwork
This season,
this season?
12 times.
20 times.
11.
Months was on the money. 12.
How did you know that? That's a mental
Ooh,
stat.
ask me questions.
He's on transfer market.
Ask me questions.
Hey,
Don't
you're
ask me
one off, bro.
Hey,
You
that
How
was
did you see
mad.
that stat? That's not on Sky Sports.
That was mad. I literally just pulled that
Ask me
out of the
down
thing,
them
bro.
questions.
That was
How
mad.
many yellow cards did we collect in total?
20,
Jesus.
29.
31.
I was just about to say 31. I was just about to say, I'm going to say 31 because that's what I was
Yeah, I
going
was
to say.
just picking the numbers there, my thing, but it's fine. I hit that.
31 and 31. All right, this is going to have to go to a tiebreaker then because it was actually 40, but you both said 31. So, who got the most yellow cards
Thiago.
as an individual?
Thiago.
Fabinho.
I can't say it now. I can't say it now.
Fabinho.
And Conroy takes it. It was Fabinho.
Of course, it has to be. Fabinho is the master of the little clip. The little clip.
No,
And
no,
even
no.
though
Listen, Fernandinho's the master. Like,
Yeah,
he's
100%.
learned it from him.
Fernandinho,
Like,
yeah.
you don't have to be a Liverpool fan. Just watching Fernandinho, it's unbelievable how he just
He
doesn't
gets
get
away
booked.
with murder.
Hey, I think James is here, you know.
Is
But
he?
Yeah, talk about
mad,
late,
man.
brother.
Yeah,
Talk about late.
Hey boys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, James just had a few beverages. My time said I was on time, but obviously that my time isn't with everyone else. I want to apologise for the unprofessionalism. So yeah, like I said, James has had 1, 2, maybe 10 drinks in the past
Don't worry, bro.
few hours.
We
so
got
we're
you.
here, boys. I think I got a bit of pizza before on myself, you know, boys. It was heavy. I was eating a nice little barbecue Texas pizza. And it was one of them things. But now I'm ready, man. Drift, what have you got for me, G?
All right, I tell you what. I'll
Hey,
extend it.
I'm fuming. I'm fuming because I was about to win that. Now,
No.
don't do
We'll
that.
keep it going. We'll
That's
keep it going, but we'll just bring James in. But obviously, the penalty for being late is that you're behind on the score sheet.
Absolutely,
No,
I'll
one
take
point
that. And
behind
I'm
you.
still going to beat you, boys. I'm still going to smash you.
No, you're not. You're 2 points behind me.
Smash you.
You're 2
Nah,
points
go on, who
behind
wants
me.
to smoke? No, Nick, you're
James,
who's in the lead?
it's
Who's in the
4-3.
lead?
Come on.
It's 4-3.
Bring it
Who's
on,
in the lead?
James.
It's 4-3.
I'm in the lead, rude
Saint
boy.
is in the
I'm in
lead.
the
You're
lead.
in the lead. Is
He's
that
in the
my
lead by
I'm in the
one.
lead.
By one.
That my
no.
competition?
Bring it on. Bring it on,
Hey.
rude boy.
Nick, I've got you, lads. I've
sorry.
got you. You're about to meet your match.
Saint, just know, Saint, your days are numbered because you didn't know Fabinho had the most yellow cards. I can't take you seriously. Your days are numbered. I'm coming for you. Just know I'm coming for you, bad man.
Nah, Monch, you're not even in this conversation. Nah, Monch, you had your little race. That Monch is racing. This is like a Tottenham Hotspur title race. It lasts about 5 seconds.
Did you not hear Everton won the league in October? Everton won the league in October.
I'm gonna do a Man. Yeah, but that was the only time they were top of the league. I'm gonna do a Man City where we were like 10th in the first month.
Yeah,
and then
and
we'll
you're just
come
going to
back
come and just
dominate 20-game winning
Jeff,
streak.
Just run it because I love this.
Just gonna have to make up more questions.
50, what
got
did you
two
say,
questions.
50? 50, last question. 50, last question. Is that what you saying? Yeah, last question.
No. I'm just adding a few
Run
questions to keep it fair. But James, everything is based on this season as well, by the way, bro. Liverpool based, and it's all this season in the Premier League, right?
He's right in the questions. He's like,
how many red cards did we get in total?
Oh, I know that.
0.
I know that.
0, yeah.
First answer.
1.
It was 1, you know. It was 1.
One.
I said that before, Conroy. Don't worry,
It
boys.
was 0. It was 0. Monsters equalised with Saint.
Nah,
we
he
won
just
this-
changed
this
I
it.
wasn't in
But he just
I
changed
wasn't-
it.
No, it was
Nah.
0. We got no red
was
cards
0.
this season.
No,
We didn't get sent off this season.
No,
what?
just 'cause we got-
Did Montauk get a question right? Oh, he's in the lead. Oh, fair enough.
Are you that guy?
Yes.
Are you that guy?
He's
that guy?
He's Tottenham, bro.
Am I
He's
in the
Tottenham.
lead? Am I in the
He's
lead?
Tottenham.
Am I in the
I don't know.
lead?
Even
Like,
worse,
the
I'm
Jose
Arsenal. I'm
Mourinho
Arsenal. I'm
this
Arsenal.
season. Nah, you're the Jose Mourinho.
Because
this
Arsenal was
season.
never top of the league, bro. You're Tottenham. bro.
So,
You're
guys,
Tottenham.
how many times will we caught offside this season?
Ah,
Shit.
I'm taking the
Jeff.
first answer from everyone as well, remember?
I am going to take a little cheeky 7, like 7 times. Liverpool were
Turn
offside
comments
this
off,
season.
James, though. Turn comments off.
20.
Mate,
20.
I'm on my phone. What do you mean, man? You
20.
turn the comments off.
So you're saying 7 in the whole season?
11.
The whole season.
20.
And
How
are
many-
you saying a goal that was ruled offside? Or
No,
just
how
offside?
many times were we caught offside?
Oh, offsides in
yeah.
general. Oh.
Yeah.
Nah, you've gone already, bruv. You've gone already.
you've
Don't
gone-
say, oh,
No,
like
he
you're going to
didn't.
come
No,
with
no,
a next
no.
answer,
Say he
James.
didn't know.
You're
Why are
done,
you
bro.
being like that, Nick? Whoa, Nick, whoa. Since
Bro,
when
every
were we
man for
boys, lads?
themselves, bro.
Nah,
I know
since
we
when
are
were
with.
can't
we
lie.
boys, lads? Why that energy? What have I done to you?
I love you, brother. Send me man for themselves, we boy. Come on, G.
So if there's a zombie apocalypse, nah. If there's a zombie apocalypse,
That's different.
Say if I'm the slowest out of everyone here.
Nah, I got
say
you.
If, nah.
You're on
say
my
if I'm
back.
the slowest, you're gonna leave me.
You're on my
Hey guys,
back.
I'm gonna need an answer. What was how many times have we caught offside this season?
Well, I'm going to go with 7. I'm going to go with 7. I'm just going to be right, and I'm going to fart on every single one of you.
Since there's 38 games in the season and we're caught offside about 5 times every game,
no. I've really underestimated this, mate. I've underestimated this, mate.
I'm going to go...
I thought it was goals,
50.
man. Oh.
I'm going to go 55.
You know, Hammers, because you misread the question one more time, how many times do you think we're caught offside?
25, lads.
So Hammers has gone 25, Conroy's gone 20, Saint, you've gone
38.
And
just
Monts,
going in the middle. 55. I said 55. I said a mad thing. I know I've lost anyway.
Monts has taken the lead. It was 65.
Oh!
I think we did answer quite bad there because you think about how many times, how many games.
I know.
Yeah.
If I had Timo Werner, it'd be double that. If I had Timo Werner.
You man saw the match though.
This is one question with 4 points possible from this one question.
Can't do that, Drift, mate.
I just earned my way back into first place.
Who had the most assists for us? And there are 3 players.
Robo Trent. Robo
and Trent.
And Mane.
Trent, yeah, Trent, Mane, actually. Trent, Mane.
Robo Trent and Mane.
Trent, Mane. And
Robo Trent got the same. Robo and Trent both got 7.
Yeah, I'd say Robo and Trent. Robo and Trent, definitely.
Wait, is it 3 players? Three.
There's 3 players, yeah.
You said Robo Trent, Mane.
Salah.
Robo Trent,
Salah.
Robo Trent and Mane.
I'm saying Robo Trent and Bobby.
It's not Salah. Salah's got 5 assists this season.
Oh!
Bobby.
Yeah,
Robo Trent, Bobby. Robo Trent, Bobby.
Don't change. Don't you change.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have to take your first answer.
You're damn right, Drift.
Hammers is correct with all 3.
I knew it.
Can I just get a good mention? I actually told you the stats. I told you the stats.
But hold on. I am going to award a point to each of you for getting 2 of the 3. So Hammers get 3 points, but you will get 1 point.
Wait, whoa.
So wait,
I said it first. I was the one who said that first. I said Robo and Trent.
No, you did.
That's like saying what's 2 plus 2. Everyone knows it's Robbo and Trent. That's not impressive.
No, James,
Robbo
James,
isn't even one of them. Robbo's not even one of them.
Robbo's
You
got
got
7.
all 3 of them right. It's Bobby, Mane, and Trent.
Yeah,
Robbo isn't one of the 3.
That's not correct, though.
Here's the bonus point.
Robbo,
here's the bonus point.
First person to answer gets it, but with how many?
7.
What do you mean? 7? Yeah, 7.
Oh, well, actually, if I thought it was...
That's wrong, though, because Robbo's got 7 assists as well.
But maybe that's in all comps, because not in the Premier League.
No, it's the Premier League, because he had 5, same as Luke Shaw, then he got 2 against Burnley.
Can I just get who is on what?
And Mane has 7.
This is Premier League fact check, so they must have got that wrong.
Listen, they've always made mistakes, mate. Don't worry, it's fine.
So at the moment, going into the second stage, we've got Hammers on 3, but that's impressive considering he just came in. We've got Conroy on 6, we've got Saint on 5, and we've got Mont on 6. Conroy has actually drawn level with Monster, top for the draw at the top right now. This is getting a bit techie right now, boy.
I told you I was going to be ahead of you soon, Nick. Knew it ain't going to take long.
All right, now,
after you.
You're not
Don't drag them down, Hammers. He lost in your place as well, mate. Don't drag them down.
Nah, Conroy, I like you. Nah, Conroy, I like you. That's why I'm not coming after Conroy, because I have respect for everyone.
Oh, you don't like me? You don't like me, yeah? Now it is, yeah?
Hey, it's every man for himself.
I'm calling this part of the show now. I'm calling it Who Made the Most. Yeah,
He's
so this part of the show is called Who Made the Most. So I'll name what the thing is, and then you have to give me the player who did it, and then a bonus point if you can get the number for that thing, right?
Okay.
So, for example, I used one of the bonus points from before as to how many yellow cards with Fabinho because you've got the tie. So I won't be using that one in this because that was one of these questions. But you get what I mean. So I say how many yellows, and then you say the player and how many you think they got, right? So, who had the most shots on target?
Salah with 45. And wait, there is that all I need to answer?
Yeah, that's all. So Salah with 45. Con, what's your answer?
I think I'll go. It's definitely no Sadio Mane. That's for a fucking fact. It'll be him.
That's on target.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Now,
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Conroy, you've just done a slight
no,
TikTok.
Drift.
No, I'd say
My phone's
Firmino.
about to die, so can I say
Firmino.
my answer and run and get my charger?
Yeah. No problem,
Yeah.
bro. No problem.
I'm going Salah with 62. But
Okay.
I'll go with Salah. What did James say?
Oh no, I should have went higher. I went with 42. He never
I'll
scored
say-
the majority of his chances.
I'll say 50. Salah 50.
He's gone. Oh,
And Saint, what are you saying?
I'm saying Salah 73.
good man for going high. That was actually
Good
smart.
shout.
Okay, you all get a point for getting Salah correct.
So I should say
Saint-
Mane for the banter.
Saint gets the bonus point for getting the closest, but still far off. It was 126.
But
So
what
let's start being more clinical.
I just
Wait, Saint, what did you say? What was your answer?
73.
72.
Do you know
So
what?
he
Nick,
got
Nick,
the
I've clocked you.
closest to it.
Just know, Nick.
I'm not gonna lie, that's mad, isn't it? Salah's had 126 shots. and he scored
126
21
shots on
goals.
target, and you only scored 21 of them.
That's mad.
Come
isn't it?
on.
I just thought as well, like if he only had 45 shots and he scored 21 of them, that would be amazing conversion rate. And I know Salah's not an amazing conversion.
You've had too many watch-alongs
Nick-
for that, James. You've had too many watch-alongs for
You had too many
I-
bevies, bruv. You had too many bevies, bruv. That's
I'm
what it is,
playing
bruv.
Gone too
snitch
many,
right now.
bro.
I'm playing snitch right now. Nick, just
What?
know, bro. And I
What?
see you waiting for everyone to say your answers and waiting for an average.
Nick cheats.
I'm not waiting. I'm
Fine,
not
fine.
cheating. Drifty. Drifty is the key. He said
I
he
see
went
you.
Conroy, so I shot.
I
Like,
see
you know
you.
what?
You used to
Let him
cheat when
come
you
to
used to come
man.
on my
Just
channel.
know.
Do you know when we used to? Do you know when we done that first week? Nah, you did, lad. You used to cheat. You were the last one to answer. You were there like, oh, sorry, what, bruv? Sorry, what, bruv? Oh no, fam. I got this.
Just
I
know.
got
That ain't
this.
gonna harm me, man.
10 seconds after everyone else.
I'm actually on you.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
know I'm
yeah,
on
bro.
you. Like Nick, I'm on
These
you,
ones
bro.
won't be as obvious though. So the Salah one is probably obvious. These ones won't be as obvious. So who made the most tackles?
Oh, that's an easy one, surely.
Right. Okay.
Fabinho with
100.
With how many?
140.
Can I go next?
126.
All right. Saint, go on then.
Fabinho 157.
How dare you copy me? Nick?
Conroy,
You
how
just say
many?
Fabinho.
For Fabinho, I'd go for 130.
And Mons, what are you saying?
Don't
Fabinho.
copy me.
With 182.
All the boys copied me. I'm going last next time.
Every single one of you is incorrect on both.
It was
So
nothing.
Fabinho.
That's what you get for copying on the test.
So
Who you
whoever,
got again?
I'm going to give the point to whoever says the player correctly.
Nah.
Thiago.
Thiago. I was gonna say
James gets the
Thiago.
point.
I'm fucking gonna say Thiago. Damn.
Well, wait,
How
he
many-
missed time. He
Can we
missed
get?
time.
Can we get bonus for the? Can we get bonus for the number?
Shout, mate.
Can we get bonus for the number?
He missed
Oh,
timed
go on,
enough,
go on
so he's
then.
going to
So
win a
put-
few.
No, number. What, how many? One more chance to get how many? How many?
Is that all of us?
He made
All of you.
Nine.
First
80.
answer.
109.
120.
80.
141.
And Hammers is pulling this back. It was 64.
I got you on strings, motherfuckers. I got you on motherfuckers.
Wait,
Hammers
I'm
has
so
actually
sorry
pulled
he's
this
on the
back.
same
And
page.
you-
Wait,
Do you know what you're
he's on
talking
your
about?
thing now.
Hey,
I'm
Mons,
sorry he's on
Mons,
your
you're not
numbers.
sweating, are you? Mons, hey, you might
You're
need to
not
wipe that
far
sweat off
above me,
before,
bro.
eh?
You're
No,
like
no, I'm
two.
good.
You're like
No, no,
two,
I'm
bro.
good,
You're like
I'm
two,
good.
bro.
Oh,
I'm
you
good.
got-
I'm
I
good.
just saw
to
you
let
wipe
you
your
lot
head
know
off.
where we're at the
I'm
moment.
good. I'm good over here.
Conroy's on
Me and
7.
Conroy, me and my guy Cons, we
Conroy's on
catch
7.
our ass
Saint
up,
is
what?
on 7.
Remember that I entered this late.
Mons is on
Remember.
7. Hammers is on 6. This is close to the
Oh,
mark.
it is.
Mons,
Where's this Mons
Get
only on
quiet.
6?
It is. It is. Get quiet. Where's the film? Where's the film?
It's
Where's the
beautiful.
Where's the film now? In it, talking
He
about my number.
pulled this one back. Hammers has come in and done an Istanbul, you lot.
Wait.
Nah,
So Hammers
I
on
came
6 or
in
7?
like
He's
a
on
Brock
6.
Lesnar.
He's on 6, bro.
Suplex City
Wait,
all
so
over
what?
the
So
gaff.
what am I on? 7.
Yeah,
All
you're
three of you are on 7 and
Ah,
Hammers
7.
is on 6.
Yeah, bro. I'm
Man.
talking about my numbers, bro. Talking
Everybody,
about
Alright,
my
just gotta know
numbers.
your
Who
stuff,
made
boys.
the most clearances?
Oh, Nat Phillips, no doubt.
I said it first. I said it first. I said it first.
Your Wi-Fi must
No.
be you because you
for this one, you get a point if you get it correct, no matter who says it first.
Nathaniel Deeney Van Phillips with
Okay.
I'm gonna say 107 clearances. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. That's defo the answer. Boys, don't copy me.
Saying what you saying?
I'm saying Nat Phillips with 97.
Conroy, what you saying?
I'm saying Nat Phillips. I'm going for I think it's going to be higher. I'm going for 140.
Months, what you saying?
Nat Phillips with 1.
Oh, copying me again, man.
You all got it correct, but Saint was
copying me.
one off. It was 96.
Some shout, Saint. Jesus Christ, what a shout that
Wait,
was.
is he top with 8? Is he
Bad
top with
boy.
8?
Hey, come on.
No, that's some shout. Like 96, that's some shout.
Is he
Saint
actually
is in the
out?
lead,
Is he
man.
top with 8?
All you do is cheat. That's all you do. You done it on my channel. You just cheat. You just...
I know that you're not trying to repeat me, bro. I know that you're not trying to repeat me. They're
Where's
trying to
it
drop your
coming
balls all the
from?
way to the bottom.
Who made the most interceptions?
Oh, I know this. I know this.
Remember, I said you get a point if you get it right, no matter who says it.
What? Yeah. Cool. That's what I'm saying. Because I was gonna say I was taking time to think about it.
I'm gonna go.
Right, cool.
I'm gonna go.
Nah,
against...
Nick just needs time to look at the chat.
Yeah.
So Monty against
How
Thiago with
am I
how
looking at
many?
the chat when I'm looking up?
With how
I
many?
just went like this, but I'm looking at the chat.
Hey, listen, lads. Four people can work.
Thiago with 100.
No offense to this.
Saying
Yo.
Hammers, what you saying?
I'm saying. Oh, I don't even know. Oh, we're saying interception.
Stop
Yeah.
stuttering, bro.
Interception. That's a hard one, you know.
Look, you man are all
Nah,
stuttering.
I'll
Say
tell
your
you
thing,
this.
man.
Mons, don't even be talking to me like that, lad. You've been chatting shit all stream. I'm like 250 yards. Don't even talk. Should have made a bigger gap for yourself, son. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, right. I'm just gonna go on my chest right now. Right. I'm gonna say Fabinho, and I'm gonna say a grand total of 70. Nah, I'm gonna say 85.
Okay. Conroy, what you saying?
I think the only reason I'm not saying Fabinho is I think when he played at centre back, he's not as in the middle for a lot of the season. So I'm going for Thiago, and I'll go for
Thiago
60.
And Saint, what you saying?
Damn, man.
I'm gonna go Thiago. I think it was Thiago. I'm gonna say.
Oh, I think it's gonna be
Of course,
You said man said Thiago, and you said Fabinho. So I don't understand. Did everyone say Thiago?
Nah, but you took your time, didn't you, Nick?
Who did you say, Mon? Who did you say? Who did you? Because I was thinking about it.
Mon said Thiago.
And James said Fabinho, no?
And Conroy said
and Conroy said Fabinho as well. So
No, I
who you
said
got?
Thiago.
I think Thiago 45. I beg you, man, just hush the noise, innit? What you say?
Every single one of you is incorrect.
Okay,
I'll give you one chance to get first answers right. Who actually was
Rhys
it?
Williams? No. Oh no! What you saying?
Nat Phillips.
I said it first.
I'm going for
Nat Phillips.
I'm gonna say. Well, I'm gonna go.
I'll go for Robbo.
I'm gonna go with a different one just so that I can maybe stay in this. I am gonna say they want Genie Wijnaldum.
See, that's maybe a shout, James. It might be Genie actually. I'll go for Robbo.
Come on, Drift.
You're all wrong again.
What the? Oh my God!
Trent,
behave yourself. Behave yourself.
Is it
I'm
Trent?
going to be honest with you. After two attempts, I can't award a point to that round. I can't award.
So who is it? Who is it, Drift?
Well, who is it?
It was Trent with 49.
And you can't. And I said it.
Well, to be fair,
I can't give three attempts,
you said a
bro.
process of elimination thing. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing it. So
they do attack down that
Mons
side.
is doing everything he can to keep hold of his lead. You see, boys. So that's why he's
trying. He's trying. Look at him now.
And the
I
last
see
of who had the
before he
most.
was given. Go on.
The last of who made the most offsides.
Oh, PH. That was Mane.
Salah.
That was Mane.
I think we all said Salah.
And so you think Mane, you think Salah, but with how many?
I'm going to say Mane was offside a grand total of 11 times this season.
And
I'll go for
13.
Mane.
All right.
So I'll go for Mane. And
what did you say, sorry?
Sorry, mate.
I said Salah.
And how many?
Judging that we was offside about 100 and something times, I remember the answer before that. Salah has to be at least a third of that. So I'm going to go 45.
Come on, what was you going to say? Mane and how many?
Mane, I'll say 30. but it's probably more than that. We'll say 30.
And Saint, who's you?
Salah, I'd say 35.
Get rid of this guy. Okay.
So, Hammers, what was your one? Sorry,
I'm
Mane
actually
with
probably
20.
saying
Mane and 11. I went a bit.
Oh,
a
Mane
bit
in
low.
11.
I went a bit.
Conroy
low.
take both points. Hammers gets 1. It was Mane, and it was with 31.
Oh, I said 30. That's a good shout, actually.
Wait,
That's not bad, you know.
I think I'm
Good
lost.
shout,
Am I
Conroy.
lost?
Do you know
Am I
why it
wrong?
was? You know how I knew that? Because every
It's
time
one
when he was in
slash.
possession,
Who's
he wouldn't come back on side. He would just he had a bit of Timo Werner syndrome for a bit.
Mane was always offside. I was shouting
He was,
at Mane
aye.
too much this season.
All right, going
So-
into the last round. Hold on, let me total this up. Conroy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Saint has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Monts has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Hammers has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh no!
Conroy is in the
Conroy just
lead.
came back.
Conroy is in the lead, and
Well,
Oh,
forget about me
yes.
drifting. James has
Oh,
came
yes.
back. That's
Oh,
been
yes.
James is-
Oh, deprofiling, hairstyling. You know the score and you know the rest, boys. I am
Monty's
here.
chest has just deflated.
Monts. Yeah, now
All right,
Monts'
now
chest.
this
Hey, you
last
realised
round-
Monts' chest was all
Deflated.
friggin' inflated balloons.
It was
mate.
like this.
He just stuffed them up there, and then that was it. Now he's dusty.
this last round is going to be based on 4
Hey, Monty,
players.
get off the phone. Now come back on. No. Come back on
Get
screen.
back
Get off
on
the
here,
phone.
Monts.
This
Yeah,
is going to
yeah,
be
yeah.
based on
Bro.
4 players, right? And this round is called time per goal.
Oh,
So I'm going to name a player,
It's horrible.
and you're going to tell me how many minutes there were in between each goal that player scored. For closest to the, this will be hard to get bang on. but the
Jeff, can you
closest
give an
will
example? You give an
Yeah,
example,
give an
Jeff.
example. I'm not quite sure.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's a
so
good question.
if I said Mane, and then you said 1001, but it was 1020, you would get it if you were the closest, because that's how many minutes there were between.
Okay.
On average, you know when they average out
Right,
how many
right,
goals
right.
you've got to how many minutes there are in between each goal you scored.
Okay, mate.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be hard, this one.
It's gonna be a mad one.
So I'll start with quite an easy one.
There's no easy ones.
goal. Time per goal for Mo.
Time per goal for Mo Salah was and only every I don't know. You go for it.
Bare chest, and then he just.
I'll go for
I'll go for
Jeff,
100
Wait,
and-
but can't you work this out mathematically? So if
100,
you've got
110 minutes.
I
I'll
failed.
go-
I'm not
If
going to
there's-
give you the
I
time to
failed.
work it out mathematically, but that'll take you about.
it technically won't, because if there's 38 games and he scored 20 goals, then
You know you're helping your fellow. You know you're helping
I'm just
everyone
saying,
right now.
cool. Sorry.
I'll give you 5 seconds to quickly think of it. Then I'm going to need your first answer.
160. 160 is more.
I
That's
said
100
one. I said 120. 120.
every 150 minutes.
Hammers, what are you saying?
155 minutes.
55.
155.
Oh, and Saint is the closest. It was 135.
100 and 150.
It was what?
135.
Love to see it,
What
mate.
did you get? Say? What did you say?
120.
120.
Played.
That's a good shout, right? That's a good shout.
All right, this one's going to
And I
be a
never
lot
said that
harder
last either.
This is
Time
hard,
per
though.
minute. for Genie Wijnaldum.
God, count me out. Count me out.
1,000 and.
If Mane's 1,020,
No, that wasn't accurate.
Oh,
that wasn't
okay.
accurate, the Mane one. That wasn't accurate.
1,050. I'm saying.
Okay.
Didn't
Come on.
he score 2 goals? It must be 2000.
So you're going with 2001, yeah?
2000. I'm sure he scored one or 2 goals.
Con, what are you saying?
I'll say 1,500.
And Hammers, what are you saying?
I just don't know. That's great.
He's looking at them comments hard, isn't he? Jeez.
Innit?
What-
Sounding
what-
them
what-
comments
who's this way?
real hard, boy.
Private
Who's
chat.
this? Nah, boys, the audio's messing up because of the thing.
Oh,
It's
see?
like,
Oh, you're a
yeah.
scouser. I don't believe
Don't
a
you
thing
start.
you say.
Yeah. Nah, don't use that, boys. Like, who we on? Who we on about?
Genie.
Wijnaldum or Mane?
Genie.
Ronaldo.
We're on Genie. How many goals
Look
per
how much
minute?
time he's
How,
had. He's so smart,
Every
he is.
friggin' hell, he never. I say 3,000.
Not bad shout.
And the winner is Conroy. It was 1,313. So Conroy was the closest.
Do that.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I'm not good with maths, you know, boys. So you
Yeah,
just
man,
know
I'm
you only
terrible
won
with
this by
maths.
fail,
I'm terrible with maths.
fam, this Kopish hoodie is deflating in
I'm
front of
the
my
worst.
eyes.
All right. Alexander Arnold.
795. Oh, y'all still thinking?
640. 640, the boys.
Conroy.
I'm going to say the same as Genie because Trent scored about the same goals this season, so I say 1,300.
And
I'm
Saint
gonna say 1,150.
Conroy, you gave Saint that, man. That's
Conroy gets it again. It was
you guys,
1,918.
How did he give me
Conroy
anything when I didn't win it?
Yeah.
Relax
Trent's
yourself.
Trent's not scored a lot this season.
Is
Let's
bullshit.
relax. Relax,
You
bro.
can't clap that up.
Now
That's
this
brilliant.
one
James,
is
you need
going
to clap
to
that up,
be,
mate. This game is bullshit. That's
this
the
one
best.
is going to be a
gonna be what?
madness, guys.
how many points is
Allison.
your bonus?
Allison. I knew you was gonna say Allison. I knew you was gonna say Allison. I knew it, bro. I was like, oh, Allison, bro.
I- Got a goal. Every
I don't even know how to work that out.
1,500 minutes.
So, would you say, Hamid?
20k, 25k,
1,000.
1,500 minutes.
100
He said.
minutes.
I'm going for a 3,000. 4,000, sorry, 4,000.
So, you're going for 4,000, Conroy. Hamid, how much did you say, bro?
1,500. He said.
5,000.
Okay.
Lies.
5,000.
Lies.
He said
1,500, bro. Absolute lies, bro.
He can't even keep us straight.
Jane, what are you saying?
I'm saying like all 11k, bro.
And Mons, what are you saying?
I'm saying 2.3. 2.3K.
Conroy again! You know what? I'm not going to lie, Conroy. It was 3,780. 4,000 is bloody close. I'm not even going to lie. That is bloody impressive.
Oh, he's won it. He's running away. Wait, Drift, where's the bonus points? Where's the ones that are worth like 4 points? I need something like that. I need to get in
All right,
there.
I'll tell you what.
Don't fall for that. You're the
No,
quiz
do you know what?
master.
Do you know
You're
what?
the
I was
quiz
gonna
master.
keep it going for a little bit longer on the same level, but okay, just to give man a last chance, or even for Conroy to extend his thing. I
Just
will
answer
now
4
read
in a
out
row,
the
give me a
number. No, I will read out the number instead, and you will get 2 points if you tell me the player. So I'll tell you the number, and then you tell me the player.
Great.
I like that, Drift. That's exciting. You're like Chris Tarrant who wants to be a millionaire.
One second.
Drift, what if someone says it first and then the rest say it? So is the first person
No,
to say
this
it?
one is first person to say it now. This is going to be a first
hold
person.
on. Cool. I had to do a
Ready,
little judge on my man's Wi-Fi so that it cuts out again, innit? Because Conroy acting reckless at it. All right, let's go. All right, come.
All right. 248.
Fabinho.
Firmino.
Jota.
Manny.
No. Firmino.
Conroy killing it. My day.
This is bullshit.
Jota's been injured for a long time as well. To be fair, you all went faster, so the only one left was Manny, so just went.
Remember, I'm going to wait till you all answer before I tell you the correct one. Though. I'm going to let everybody say their answer.
Jota was close. Like I thought it might be.
And
Jota,
you know what?
Manny.
I'm going to let you know. If you both say the same person because you think that's who it is, then I'll reward you both if you're correct. So you don't have to say someone different. But the first, whoever says the name first is going to get it. Actually, that's more fair. That is more fair. But I'll let you all answer before I tell you if it's the right answer.
Can we do this like next week or something as well? Because like,
we can do loads of ones through the summer, bro. Don't worry. 2,202.
Robbo.
That's a good shout, actually.
What's the number, Drift? It cut out for me.
2,202, Hammers.
I'm a say
Thiago.
Because Robbo scored against Arsenal.
Saint has got it right.
Gonna go Thiago.
Saint got it. It's Thiago.
Oh, good shout, mate. Well done, Saint. I was going to say Firmino.
I was gonna say Thiago as well.
Of course he was.
Don't use that, lad.
All right, this one could be a little tricky because you're not gonna fully be able to get your head around it, which is what's gonna be quite funny to actually see how this one goes.
What does that mean?
Actually, do you know what? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. This one is such a madness. I'm gonna give 5 points to the person who gets this. 186.
Virgil van Dijk.
What? Wait, is this goals per minute
Goals per minute.
Wait there.
in the Premier League?
What was the number?
And he said 186 minutes.
186.
All right.
I'm going to say Virgil van Dijk
Phillips.
because he never played no games.
That's a great shout, James. That is such a good shout, mate.
186 minutes per goal.
Yeah.
Taking all the points, boys.
I'm going for Jota.
Bants.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Man, have you already said it?
James,
Yeah,
I
mine
think
is
you've
really
got
good.
it.
Mine is really
James,
good.
you got it, bud. That's the question. You've done it, mate. Well done.
I'm gonna say. I don't even know. I'll be real, Bobby. I don't know. I don't know.
Come on, lads! Come on, lads!
Duh.
Saint, who did you say, bro?
I said Nat Phillips.
None of you are correct. I'm gonna give a bonus point to whoever can get it, and I'm gonna give one more round.
Matip.
James, who do you want to say?
Curtis Jones.
You going with Jones, Mons?
No, but I ran out. So Curtis Jones, I ran out of like. It's just
James, Conroy, what you lot saying?
Oxlade Chamberlain.
I reckon Ox. That was a good one, actually.
James,
Right.
what you
You're
saying?
gonna say Ox as well. You're gonna say Ox as well, Saint.
Yeah. It's Ox.
Wait,
I
haven't I-
can't do first, innit?
He's
Already
a
said
good
someone. I think I said Kate.
Cater.
Oh, me Wi-Fi, man.
He said Cater.
Cater.
Cater. Nobody got the 6 bonus points. It was Minamino, boys.
Oh, what a question that is. Fair play.
But
Like,
he's on
well
loan.
done.
That's a trick
What a
question. He's
question,
on
mate.
loan.
That's why I was going to hand out the 5 points, because if
That's-
anyone had got that,
I thought the Chamberlain was not a bad shout, but like Minamino, that's
not bad.
You
next
know what?
level.
Ox and Van Dijk were good shouts. Ox
Yeah.
and Van Dijk
Yeah.
were very good
That's-
shouts.
That's
They were
Callum
good shouts.
Sanderson level. That's Callum
Yeah,
level
that's
there. Like,
Sanderson's-
Callum
that's
knows that.
right
Like
there.
that's too much for me.
All right, I'll do 2 more, guys. 2 more to finish up. Yeah, but
That was a great question, Drift. That's a brilliant question,
Yeah.
mate. That's such a good
More
question.
bonus questions. More chances for me to
All right,
overtake.
all right. I'm gonna
give.
I'll give 4 points to the person who gets this one. 4 points to whoever gets this. 2,000.
Can you wait there
100.
before you say it, Drift? Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you, bro.
Boss.
2,113.
Nat
Oh
Phillips.
my God! I know that. That's fully for being yo. No, it's not.
Conroy,
I don't know what did James just say?
he said Fabinho.
For me, I'll go for
Robbo.
You going Robo Mons, yeah?
How much?
Fabinho,
Drift. What was the time? Was it 2000? Did you say?
2,113.
I would say Nat Phillips. Nat
And
Phillips.
Saint, what you saying, bro?
I said Nat Phillips.
He did say it first.
Okay, it goes to a 5 point because none of those are correct. One more round. It's none of those.
We're
Let's go
pish at this, boys. We're pish at this. We're not good at this. We're rubbish
No,
at
this
this.
is difficult. This is difficult.
Yeah, this is difficult.
Genie.
So one more
Genie.
round. 2,113. You're going
Genie.
Genie.
Monts. Genie's
Naby.
been said already. Genie's been said already.
Oh, can I
Yeah.
say
Oh,
Naby
yeah. So
Keita?
we said Genie already, man. We said Genie
Okay.
already.
Curtis Jones.
Naby Keita.
Curtis Jones.
Saints going Jones. James, what'd you say, bro?
Naby Keita.
Monts, what you saying?
I'm gonna go.
Conrad, what you saying? While Monts is thinking?
Robbo was said the last one. It's not Robbo. Yeah, that was said in the last one.
It's not. Yeah, I'm sure Robbo was used. Yeah.
I said Robbo.
Yeah. Well, for me, 2,000. That's a lot of minutes. Bobby Firmino.
Shaqiri. I've got to take your first answer, bro.
Bobby Firmino.
Mons, what are you saying?
I'm gonna go with Curtis Jones, man.
Curtis Jones.
But I feel like he hasn't even played 2,000 minutes.
You all missed another bonus point. It was the captain.
Oh,
Hendo.
It was the captain. Mad thing. All right, you know what? Yeah, this one's gonna be difficult. So I'm gonna give 5 points.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
And this is the last one.
The chat will be laughing at us. The chat will be like, "You guys."
Actually, no, I'm gonna do one more after this. And that one will be worth 5 as well. Yeah.
Oh, it's
but
exciting.
So all right.
Kopish quiz nights. This is what this is called. Kopish quiz nights. Love it, mate. How is Hammy as close to us? He literally came in 30 minutes in. He's been drinking all night.
This one's gonna be mad. I like it. 531.
Fully. Hey, that's fully Firmino.
Hammers has said Firmino. Conroy, what you saying?
I'm actually going with Diogo Jota. You go again.
I'm going to go Curtis Jones.
None of those are correct. I'm going to give you 6 points. One more chance to get it. Those are all incorrect.
Shaqiri.
One more round.
Origi.
Shaqiri.
Saying Origi. Conroy, what are you saying?
Robbo.
No,
I didn't mean that. Doesn't matter. It's fine. I said the wrong thing.
What are you saying?
That was a stupid answer.
No. Curtis Jones.
Saint takes it. It was Divock Origi.
Oh no! Give me my points! Give them to me!
Wait, has Origi scored this season?
One goal.
Who did he score against?
Yeah.
It doesn't actually say who it was against.
Hey, just give up points, man. Give up points, man.
He's won it. I think he's won that, you know.
I don't think
there's one of the
There's one more. There's one more.
Well played.
And this is where it's gonna get mad, you lot. Yeah.
You might as well just say 10-pointer. Boom.
What a shout, Nick. What a shout, because you knew Drifty. You know Drifty. You knew it was going to be Divock Origi. Nick knows. Nick's in there. He knew.
Now, there's a couple of players who are 0 minutes to goals. Yeah.
Mm.
Which one am I thinking of, though?
Oh,
now, I'll name you the players, and then you got to tell me the one I'm thinking of. So I'm going to help you by naming the players, and then you got to tell me which one I'm thinking of, yeah?
Yeah.
So the players with 0.
What sizes have you got left in the merch? And you're just going to pick the small ones.
I don't even like this. I don't even like this game anyway. I don't even know. I don't even like this game.
So Milner, Kabak, William, Gomez, Keita, and Kelleher, Tsimikas are all players who are on 0.
Milner. Oh, fuck.
I said it first.
No. I actually haven't even thought of it yet myself. I'm just you lot.
Sorry, I take that back.
Do you remember all the names? Do you remember all the names that I said?
What about Adrian, Drift? What about Adrian?
We can add him if you want, but I didn't want.
Right. No, it's fine. I'll just ask you. That's fine.
All right. So I'll say it again: Kelleher, Keita, Williams, as in Nico. Williams also as in Reese. Gomez, Kabak, and Milner. Which one is the one that I'm thinking of?
Milner.
Gomez.
I'm going to go Kelleher.
I'm going to go Reese Williams.
None. One more goal.
Oh, no, because I'm like 3 left, right?
Nico Williams.
I can't remember who else was there.
Tsimikas.
Keita.
Because we spoke the other day. We spoke about Tsimikas having bags under his eyes. It's Tsimikas.
I'll go for Naby Keita because we want him at the club, Drift. We need to get that cash in, that G money.
That's nuts. 2 rounds and nobody got it. I was thinking of Kabak.
Jesus. Yes, that's it. Anyways, so let's tally it up and let's see who won it. Let's go.
So that's the end of the quiz. That was
the
fun.
end of the quiz.
That was
Let's
fun.
see
I
what
like
won.
that. That was fun.
Well done, Nick. Well done, mate.
No, hold on. This is gonna be tight.
I'm not
It's gonna be tight, but
James is left. James is out the building. He's gone.
I'm done
That
with
was
this.
fun.
I don't even like
That
this
was
game,
fun.
man. I don't even like
James
this
and
game.
Mont have tied for third place with 8 each.
Hey, how many points did I finish on now?
You finished
8.
on 8, bro. That's impressive.
strong, mate.
considering
That's
you missed
strong.
the first half of the quiz.
Hey, James, you're my G, bro. James, you're
I'm not
my
gonna lie,
G.
that is
Come on.
very impressive.
That's
You missed
very
the first half of
impressive,
the quiz, bro. That
James,
is
you're my
impressive.
G. Yo, come on.
No, that's
Put
playing.
on the
I don't
vote,
even
you know,
lie.
the score.
Monts is fuming. Monts is actually fuming.
Yeah, because he's shit, lad. He was the one who was chatting all that smoke earlier. What do you mean?
Had so much vim. He had so much vim. Giving the most, bro.
It's fine. This was the warm-up one. This is the warm-up.
Giving
anyway.
the
It's fine.
most,
This was
bro.
the
Aye,
warm-up
well,
quiz.
Nick's going to be warm in that merch hoodie he's going to get. He's going to be very warm. He's going to be very warm in that hoodie.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. That was so close. And you know what's ironic? Divock got you the win, brother.
Don't know.
17,
Hey, come on,
Conroy got
50.
15.
Come on, my G.
Well done, mate.
Divock
Well
is
done, mate.
Mad.
Nick, I'm buzzing for you, mate, because last time we done the quiz, it didn't work out well, mate. So well done. You came back, bud. Well done, bud.
Thank you so much. And shout out all the man them inside. Listen, dust yourself off and keep on going. This could be you. I want to shout out my mums. I want to shout out my little one. Listen, thank you ever so much. Listen, put God first. Like, you know what I mean? That you can succeed. Yeah, D-Block. Jeez.
John Jones business.
Can I just interrupt and say Beyonce is the best artist of all time? I'm gonna
let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
Beyonce is the best artist of all time. All right, thank
I'm
you
gonna
very
let you
much.
finish.
Continue your
That's
speech.
mad. That's
Continue.
mad.
Wait there. I
no.
just want to take this moment. I would just like to take this moment to give this to Monts, who was top of the league after 8 games. It is the end of the awards of the season. There you go, Monts.
I can't like.
But no, you know what?
I'm fact checking because I don't remember Origi scoring, so I'm fact checking that later on.
Like I said, it doesn't say who the goals are against. It just says their goals per
I
minute.
would have remembered if this guy scored. I would have remembered.
Oh, fam.
I would have remembered.
Yo, I'm gonna hit you
That's
up on the
correct.
WhatsApp. You're gonna get that sorted. You know what I mean?
Listen, you know what though? On the real though, guys, that was fun, man. And big up
That
to you,
was
man.
so
for coming
fun.
on. That was
No, listen, shout out 50 the
so
host, man.
fun.
Yeah,
Shout out
big up,
Big 50 the host,
Good,
man. Do you know what I
bro.
mean? Big
Quiz
yo.
master. Quiz master.
Thank you. Nah, that was fun, man. I really enjoyed that. You know what?
You get me?
We would definitely do another quiz, Jude, because that was fun. I like that. We'll do that
every
again.
couple.
You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
do this every 2-3 weeks, man.
Yeah, we'll do that. That was fun. I like
That
that.
was good.
I like that. And anyone who's saying that some of the stats were wrong, I can only go on what Sky put on their thing. Maybe I'll use
Yeah,
a different
bro.
one next
Stop
time.
being a hater,
I can
bro.
only go on what they've got on theirs. You know what I
Stop being
mean?
a hater. Like, give me my hoodie. I want my hoodie. I want my hoodie.
How
But
about
no,
this?
big
I
up
just
you,
wanna
man.
win. I
Seriously,
just wanna win.
that was enjoyable, man. And obviously, I hope you lot enjoyed. And you know what? The rematch will be interesting because Hammers will be in from the beginning next time.
Hey,
therefore-
all I'm saying, I've planted the seeds in this rivalry that we've got, boys.
Nah, you done it. You done it. Hammers, you smashed it.
All of your candy asses, and you do not like it. So whoever won this week, you better enjoy this feeling because you are going to only get this feeling until the next episode. I will be on time and I will be in charge, and you will feel the wrath of the Hammers and Monzino. Thank you and good night.
What did this?
But no,
Hey,
bless
me-
up, boys. I really enjoyed that, man. So everyone who was watching, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you check out these guys' channel as well. It will all be in the description everywhere. I mean, you know where they all are, but make sure you get over there. Make sure you subscribe to everyone's channel. Once again, you, man, bless up, man. That was really fun. And I know it was last minute as well, so I enjoyed that, man.
That's good.
And hopefully
That was
people that made up for you missing the Friday show yesterday will be back on Monday with a Monday Night Live. And you know what I mean? We keep it pushing, man. So for myself, Conroy, Hammers, Mont, Saint, we're out, people. Hey!
Peace. Beyonce is the best artist of all time.
Push!